Hello, and welcome to Harlequin's Requital. I am your host and your Dungeon Master, Cranio Dad. Tonight we'll be watching our beloved band of misfits travel and do a lot of travel and even some more travel. I'm excited to unveil a brand new intro video for you all. Hopefully the volume levels are a little bit better than they have been in the past. And yeah, see you guys in just a minute. Okay, and I see already I have to fix something. Hooray.
Hooray.
Let me hop into studio mode. Why don't you guys talk for a little bit while I fix some things?
Is that just
Talking
Coca-Cola,
a little bit.
With
With
some
McClellan.
Nice.
Still talking.
Don't
Don't know what to
happy
talk about.
hour, and then I
Talk
told my
about
friend to
the
go to
talking.
dinner to Plaza Azteca, and I had like another margarita there.
Can
and I
people
was kinda
hear
like,
me?
Yes, can you guys hear us in chat?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Oh yeah,
Don't-
talk. Hi.
It's that environment.
There we go. Now Josh is actually on the screen. Hooray!
Oh no! It's gonna take the stream down.
And the stream just went down, just like that.
Dun dun dun.
Okay, so want to first thank AS Vulcan for following us while we weren't live. I am starting to do a little bit of social media push about the things we have going on here for this channel with the giveaways. So on your table, there's now 2 Dissonant Whispers for you guys to use. So thank you, AS Vulcan. If you guys want to look down below, you will see that we have our giveaways listed and what they are. We do have that 3rd tier finally filled, and I'll be announcing what that is on Tuesday during Behind the Screen. So, when we last saw our adventurers, well, at least most of our adventurers, the remaining portion of the party had made it through the Dragon Hatchery, received word that Leosin was on his way to Itriel to meet with Onathar Flume. They wandered through the high grass, found a road, spent about, seemed like 15-20 minutes trying to discern to see if they could follow the path where it went. They lost the path. They realized that they needed to go and meet with Leosin and headed over to Itriel. And they camped outside of the town, and it started to rain a little bit, and that's where we are picking up. To backtrack just a little bit, while they were inside the Dragon Hatchery, there was this moment that I almost called you Lindariel. Toril felt herself beginning to phase as though something was grabbing her, and she screamed, "Oh no!" and almost called you Gidgewish. Quelrudlin had jumped in to try to stop whatever was happening, and as he touched her, they both disappeared, and they've been carted off, but we will discuss that when the time comes. They're here at our table, so hopefully that means that they survived. We'll find out. They may have new characters. I'm froze dated. Josh, are you frozen?
I'm frozen-dated on the stream.
You're frozen dated on the stream.
Let it
Go. Can't hold it back anymore.
That is weird.
Do we sing better with alcohol?
Maybe I have to leave that up.
All
All right, so
there it goes.
here we go. Now you're moving again, kind of. So
More drunker nights here.
you guys, the three of you, had slept through the night. The sun is beginning to come up, and you noticed something as you were camping. The lights of the town never really seem to go out. In fact, the lights seem to be actually brighter than normal. And I believe, well, probably give me. Well, you're not here, so for some unknown reason, these lights are glowing. It seems like every street corner has lights that are brighter. In fact, it seems to glow like a jewel in the distance. And you're realizing as the sun comes up that the lights that you thought were maybe masking the size were not. In fact, this town is rather large. It's a good-sized town. Now, as you make your way into town, what do you guys do? Did you read your email from earlier?
I have a screenshot.
Good.
Because importance.
I'm sorry. Just,
Wonderful.
So what do you guys want to do?
When we're going into the town, we're going to the town because we lost the trail. Is it presumptive that we were still trying to find the trail with the people we were trying to find before? Nothing. Can we do like a perception check on that?
You guys lost the trail completely. It took you another half of a day to a full day to get to where you were camped.
Alright, that makes it simple. Alrighty then. I would say since the purpose of this is for us to go find your Laosan monk friend, and Laosan's with Onthar. Onthar's my mentor. I know where my mentor would probably be.
Seems like the best lead we have.
It's the only lead we have.
Same thing.
I'm just tagging along because Leosin can supposedly help me find what I need.
Would I know where?
You know of, but not where. You've
Okay.
never been to this town.
Alrighty. I'm gonna approach a guard when we go into the town and ask him or her where the Order of the Gauntlet would be.
So you notice that these guards are pretty well kept, and they seem to be pretty well spaced throughout the town. When you first approach, he's just kind of looking off the distance. Can you survey? And who did exactly you ask for? Did you ask for by name or by Order of the Gauntlet?
By Order of the Gauntlet, it would be near a tavern called a Pair of Black Antlers.
And hearing the Order of the Gauntlet, he kind of perks up a little bit, and he kind of looks around, and you notice something hanging from his neck that rings some familiarity to you. There's a medallion hanging from his neck on a chain, and on that medallion is a silver coin size. The medallion itself is silver and coin size, and there's a gauntlet fist sticking up, and he just kind of taps a little bit. He goes, "Well, if you keep going down the street, and about 7 streets down, take a right. Just look for the large pair of black antlers sticking out. You can't miss it. Best of luck."
Alright. Thank the guard. Thanks, Shug. And walk towards where the guard pointed.
Okay. Again, it seems to be as the town is waking, it seems to be a bustling town. This town is huge by all comparisons, especially coming from Greenest. So, yeah, cool. I was wondering, where am I typing this stuff? And I realized that it's giving me my name. So I'll need to change that at some point, because that drives me nuts. But anyway, this town is huge, especially coming from Greenest, which was a small farming village. This town is very large. almost to the scale of Waterdeep, maybe somewhere close to Neverwinter. So you follow down the path. The town itself, like I said, is waking up, so there's not a lot of impediment to your travel. You find the tavern well enough. There's a sign that hangs out that says a pair of black antlers, and there's two large antlers that stick out above the doorway. They look to be like 3 or 4 feet in size.
Impressive. Makes crude joke. Walks inside tavern.
Okay. Inside the tavern, there's a few people who are sitting down for breakfast. There's a barkeep, and it's a very spacious room. There are stairs that lead up from the center to probably rooms to let above. And there's a couple of large paneled doors, both with guards standing on the outside of them.
All right.
Continue on.
Go up to the barkeep.
Okay.
Eloise kind of saunters a little bit, trying to see if she puckers her lips. Maybe the barkeep be a little bit more forthcoming.
Okay.
And say to the barkeep, "Greetings, sir. Have a question for you."
And he kind of looks at the three of you and looking at the camera and the three of you. And he goes, got plenty of tables, miss. Don't know where you're coming from or what you're doing, but we have a decent amount of fare in the morning, and also all alcohol is served all day.
Ah, good man. Anybody staying at your tavern by the name of Leosin or Onthar?
He kind of looks around and goes, well, I mean, Othar is definitely here on site today. He has some people with him.
Is he here right now?
Perhaps. I mean, I've been busy getting the bar set up all day. I mean, you have to go talk to one of the guards, but fair warning, you're not invited. I've got a mop back here to clean up your blood.
What about Leosin?
I don't even know the name.
I say, Onthar is a mentor of mine. He told me to come here. That'd be headquarters for Order of the Gauntlet.
And he says, well, I suppose that could be the case, but again, I'd go talk to the guards. I'm just a barkeep. Nothing but a steakholder.
Oh,
Don't sell yourself short.
I'm gonna throw a plastic steak at you. I look at the barkeep and say, I think you're more than a barkeep, but we'll do as you ask.
He just kind of gives you a smile and goes back to cleaning whatever he's cleaning.
All right.
Excuse me, barkeep.
Yes.
These guards, how much do they usually require to be more permissive?
What?
The Order of the Gauntlet's pretty strict on things like that. I don't know if that's the way to go.
Okay. Where are the
Alright.
guards?
There's one on each door.
I will approach one.
Okay. As you draw close, his hand goes to his sword. He holds his hand up and goes, "Halt! How can I assist you?"
I mean, no threat to you. I am here looking for a gentleman named Leosin. By chance, do you know where he can be found?
What business do you have?
Well, I'm here with those travelers over there. They seem to be friends with him. But particularly, I am interested in some information that he might have regarding the Dragon Cult.
Well, unfortunately, sir, this establishment is invite only. I suppose I could talk to some of his followers and see if he can help you, but Othar's a very busy person. And
Can you at
Leosin-
least tell me if Leosin is in there?
I'm not in a position to do so.
How
okay.
much would it require in order for you to be so?
I will go to to the guard and say, "Sorry, good sir, for our friend here, Akira and I. We met Leosin a couple days ago in Greenest. Leosin said that he would be here with Onthar about 4 or 5 days ago,
Right.
and said to meet him here and wait for further instructions."
Well, I could see if there's a way that I could get you in. Let me summon one of the followers to see if you're on the list. What's your name?
My name is Eloise, and if it helps any, if Onthar happens to be there, if you want to verify anything, I did set up Onthar with his wife.
He kind of rolls his eyes and goes, okay, I've heard that before. And he kind of takes the hilt of his sword and thrusts his sword against the door to a knocking pattern. And the door opens, and you guys can just see nothing but darkness behind it. And you see the motion of a single hand with a white glove. And he moves his hands in such a way to where he's just keeping his eye focused on you, but one hand is signaling something. And the door closes. And you hear a few minutes later, time is just passing. A few more minutes. Then from behind the door, you hear a jovial laugh. Well, fucking show her in then! And you recognize this as Owen Thor's voice. And so, without hesitation, the guard opens the door, kind of bows and says, "Sorry for the delay, it's just precautions we have to take. He'll see you now." Go straight back. As you guys are walking back, a door on the far end opens up. This hallway is much longer than the building should be. So that's one of the things that kind of catches you a little off guard. There's a series of doors on either side, 2 on each side, and then a door on the end. A door at the end of the hallway opens up, illuminating the figures behind it. You see a heavily hooded figure walk in the light with Leosin standing in front of a fireplace. Leosin is handing this person a bag of coin as you hear some, like a blip, oh shit, from a voice that you recognize, but you're not that 100% positive. The person kind of takes the weight, looks down the hall. You see yellow glowing eyes from underneath the hood, and you hear a snap, and that person is gone, not even a puff of smoke. As you walk into the room, you see Leosin, you see Onathar. So you guys see a heavily plate-mailed, what is he? He's a person. He's a man of action who loves jokes and pranks and a stiff drink. You see Onathar, he's wearing plate mail, and his gauntlets are the same mithril blue that you saw on the chain that you recognize as the order of the gauntlet. And on the center of his breastplate is also the gauntlet. And looking rather bewildered, and like they just left, like just moments ago, you also see Toril and Quilbruvlum. I'm going to call you get to what's going to happen. And Quilbruvlum standing in a space. And as you look, give me, anybody can give me an Arcana check.
You don't want me doing Arcana, guys.
Well, besides the two of you.
Was
24.
that's 14.
14?
No. 15.
Alright. Josh,
Not bad.
do you want to do
3.
it?
With my
Oh, okay.
Oh, I was plus one. I was
You desperately want to win those new dice, right?
Get him. That's right.
So, Susanna and Jonathan, you guys both recognize this. And for you guys, it's very familiar. There was a shape, a arcanic shape drawn on the floor that fades into the wood and disappears. It was a vibrant green. And these are the same shapes that you guys saw where you were. And with that, what would you guys like to do? Because now you are all together in less than 5 minutes of streaming.
Whoa.
So we
So-
just
This is where you
just
guys
like
just appeared.
literally disappear.
Yeah, it's been it's been like 3 or 4 days for them,
Yeah.
and about a minute and a half for you guys.
So I'm immediately gonna be like, the eggs, where'd the eggs go? and like looking around and like really trying to like get an understanding of what like bizarre plays I've just been popped in.
Meanwhile, I'm just gonna say, Twirl? Q? Where in seven hells have y'all been?
I'm probably a bit distracted. I'm just thinking about like the magic I witnessed.
That's a fair amount of magic, to be completely fair.
I'm not really sure. We just kind of popped in and now we're here and there were eggs and now they're gone.
Yeah, it seems like you guys are taking a lot in right now.
Oh,
I will give some narrative. They already know this, but I will give some narrative because it's what I do. So, from the moment that Toril felt this gripping presence around her, and Quabrudlum reached out and touched her, they were shuddered and pulled into another plane. Before them stood a cleric. In a flash, she dispatched the guard drake that also came with them, sheathing her blade just as fast as she drew it. The sound of the attack echoed in the air. The stars in the sky, pulsating with rhythmic iridescence, seemed like distant motes of light and reflected upon the silvery sea below you. You found yourselves on a very small, floating island. A single home with lights, a glowing tree, a stone ground, and a fire. There were short little bursts of light in the air spinning around like whirlpools. On the air there was harmonic drone with no seeable source. The cleric looked at you and looked at them and stared at their presence, and stated that their presence was requested, or her presence was requested to Toril, immediately by the harpers in Itridol. Seeing Quabrudlum with her, she said, "That does seem to happen sometimes," and instructed them to hold hands. They did, and faced again, and found themselves in the pair of Black Antlers Tavern. So that's what happened in about 30 seconds to a minute for them.
So do I know who that was like a cleric for?
You can give me a perception check to see.
Perception. 17. Or also where we were at.
I can tell you for a fact that you were you knew when you saw it, you were still just taken aback by it, but you knew that you were on the astral plane.
Okay.
Like you may have been there, maybe not, but you at least know that the silvery sea, the lights, the way things work, the sound, this was textbook description for the astral plane. And with your perception check for the person who was casting, you're not sure exactly who, but you have heard rumors of people who, for very significant fee, will get people from one place to another very quickly using different planes to make it happen if necessary. You don't know exactly who does that. You came across it in your notes at one point, but you do know that does happen. You can probably assume that's what happened to you.
Okay.
And seeing the exchange of money kind of solidifies that for you, but you're still not sure exactly who did that.
So I don't really know what we're doing here, but we're here. Somebody wants me. I don't know.
And with that, your eyes correcting from the bright light, from the dark light, from the cave, you see standing off to the right of your the people that you left in the cavern, Leosin.
Okay.
And his face begins to beam, and he's like, "Toril, thank God we were able to find you. Thank the gods we were able to find you."
Oh, Leosin, oh good, you're here. There were eggs, you would have loved seeing them. And like, I'll probably just start like doing this like ramble thing, like going on. And then I'll remember, I'm like, oh, do you still? And I'll like, try to like look at you to see if you have like the imprint.
And you can do that if you like, but I'm gonna go to Othar, kind of give him like a friendly little bear hug and say, "Son of a gun, how are you doing?"
And he's just beaming with ear to ear. He goes, "It's great, we're having our fourth kid. It's amazing what you've been able to do." And he goes, I have prepared for you to be here. I heard that Leosin had left word for you to arrive, and I heard that you were part of this group. And before your guys' eyes are now all correcting to the light, you see a long table with cask of red wine and ale, a great spread of meats and vegetables for those who don't want them, on the table. He goes, "Sit, eat, let's discuss things."
Speaking of discussing things, I just need clarification because this is a part of the world I'm not really familiar with. When you say you're having your fourth kid, are you talking about like your significant other is pregnant, or you're eating your fourth kid?
A little of both. Ha ha! No, that means my wife, who your dear friend Eloise here sent me up with, is pregnant yet again. Maybe this time we'll get a boy.
Okay, well, in that, congratulations.
Well, if it's a boy, congratulations are in order.
No, you're definitely having a girl. I just sense it.
Well, that's why they make dowries, right?
That's right. You'd be doubly blessed, Shug. Now let's have some of that wine.
No, actually, I'd be really poor, but that's okay. So he says, "Come, have a seat. Let's discuss things." So, wine is poured. The spread is there. The conversation turns to, what do you guys know about the cult of the dragon? And both Leosin and Othar are very intently waiting for an answer. What have you guys learned? What do you think is going on? And I will say, give me a perception check, Josh.
14.
Ever since you made your comment, Othar keeps kind of giving you a look like, do I know you?
Good to know.
So, what do you guys say? What do you know?
Akira, do you want to talk about that amulet you found
Yes.
on the guy I had fun time with hog time?
Yeah. It's distracting me. First, I give Leosin a respectful monkish bow. Did I mention the green amulet that I found and the vision that I saw? Seeing this huge dragon and the kind of destruction it could bring, and ask him if he has heard anything about the green amulet.
The green amulet. Leosin kind of looks at it and goes, I can take a look at that for you and let you know. But this really doesn't have anything to do with the cult of the dragon.
Okay. Well, besides that, we were in a cave and we found some dragon eggs that were heavily guarded that we were trying to rescue. Do you know anything about the dragon eggs?
How many eggs were there?
3.
What did you do with them?
Well, there was a dragon that put a dragon mark on a fallen friend who didn't make it. God rest his soul. And then that dragon mark was transferred to me, and the dragon mark told us that we had to go save her baby and her sister's baby. And so we went into the cave, we found the eggs, and we gave them to her in this basket. She left.
So you made a deal with a dragon? What kind of dragon?
A blue dragon.
Good to know.
So there were 2 eggs, or were there 3 eggs? There were 3 eggs?
Mm-hmm.
So what was the other egg?
Well, one of the eggs was blue, and it was definitely the blue dragon's baby. She made that very clear very quickly. The dragon mark kept pulsating every time I would go, I'd be near it, and if I tried to leave the egg, I simply couldn't. I was gravitated towards it. But the other 2 eggs, imagine just like a really giant chicken egg.
Like an ostrich egg, if you will. It's
Okay.
really big.
Were there any distinctive, I'll ask really detailed questions. And I'll have my notebook out and I'm writing these things and I'm literally wanting to cry that I didn't get to see them and touch them.
One of the eggs did look like it had a birthmark that's right on my left hip.
Ooh, and I'll
Wow. I think I missed that part of the whole experience.
I'll making these notes. Oh, don't say that because I'll probably be oh, and want to go see what yours looks like.
And you're drawing it for record.
Yes,
you
no, I would
decide,
literally
please?
probably do that.
And at this point, Eloise oh, you want to see what the dragon mark looked like? Here you go.
Yeah, no, I will literally go up No.
Totally want to take like
No,
a
it's like purely
sketching or
like,
anything?
Yeah. Oh no, I'm drawing it. You told me that this has it on there. I am drawing it now.
okay.
It's purely like fascination, medical like type of thing.
Oh, I know.
I don't care what's going on.
I'm simply
Yep,
amused by this. I'm like,
Me too.
why the hell not? 'Cause I'm on my third cup of wine at this point.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're drinking.
Literally.
so
Yes.
So one was
There's
hers,
wine,
and
so
then
she's drinking.
2 were the sisters, or did you give her all 3, or?
We gave her all 3 because she said that her sister's eggs were in the cave as well.
We just took her word for that part.
Because there was no, like, we didn't know what her sister looked like, whether it was like a green dragon, a blue dragon, a purple dragon. They were just 2 eggs right there, and whenever I was in communication with her via the mark, she just said to take all the eggs. And then we got out of the cave, like, we got all the eggs together in one little corner, and told Miss Dragon Lady that we were there, and she transported us out of the cave. Like, bloop!
Very interesting.
And then we put the eggs in a basket that was like on a little claw thingy. And then she flew away with the dragon, and then there was a box with a lot of great potions in it. As a thank you, we thought.
I'm so sorry I missed it. I don't know what happened.
Oh, wait, that reminds me. And I go into my satchel, and there was like a potion that was your part of it as well, and I give you a superior healing potion.
Ooh. Duke.
And
There seems to be a lot of talk of stuff that really doesn't matter. Leosin,
Yes.
what can you tell me of Mondath?
Mondath has been on a rampage for some time. She was leading the group of raiders that attacked Greenest, and we have information about the Cult of the Dragon as a whole, but we want to see what your information tells us about what we need to tell you.
So you have information, but you want our information to tell you your information?
You might have more information that might change what we think we know.
Well, if the information is a transformation in our
situation.
base-
Well, here's what I know.
And this is the DM's way of seeing what becomes canon based on what you guys remember.
oh god.
I was captured, and I was supposed to be brought to Severin the Red as a sacrifice to Tiamat.
And Onathar at that point spits out the wine that he has. And it says, "Say that again."
Did you not understand me? Is there a different language?
You were supposed to be a sacrifice?
Yeah, very much so. Yeah. My understanding is Severin is a worm speaker, and he is making sacrifices for the purpose of ritual to Tiamat to bring her rise.
And he kind of sits back and puts his cup down. Says, "Don't think I caught your name."
Well, it depends on your perspective. The minions of that she beast, they refer to me as Knight. But Bahamut gave me the name Vander.
You are very much wanted by the cult, are you not?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Interesting turn of events. So, what I'm hearing you guys tell me is the fact that, well, first, how did you get free, Vander?
This group of adventurers found me.
So they were able to capture you, and they had you at their encampment.
Yes, I was in the caves.
Do you know where they were planning on taking you, or just that they were going to take you to that dude?
You know what? I never heard where exactly they were taking me. They usually had those conversations outside of my ability to hear. But there was a reference to a particular shrine to Tiamat. And I would guess that it would have been there where I would have been sacrificed. I don't know.
That makes a lot of things much more clear and a lot more pressing. And Onothar raises his gauntlet hand and makes a few hand motions, and a couple of servants come from the corners of the room, and they kind of clear some of the drinks a little bit, and they make the table a little bit more presentable. So he says, my friends, we have important business to discuss at this point. It seems that you know almost as much as we do, and maybe a little bit more so, about what is going on with this cult of the dragon. We know that something rotten is afoot. Where am I? We have no formal organization to oppose these rascals, not yet anyway. We're working on that, and we need people like you who know how and when to fight, and how to keep their heads down and observe. Let me tell you what we think is happening. For the longest time, and he kind of nods over at Leos, and he just kind of nods. He goes, for the longest time, due to the intel that we received from many, like Leosin, as well as even you, Toril, we have been following what the Cult of the Dragon's been doing. For some time, they've been dealing with themselves and keeping to themselves and trying to raise Dracoliches, which, you know, in and of themselves raise a small problem. But as of late, things seem to have changed. There's a lot of rumors going around about what is needed and why, but it seems as though that they have figured out a way, based on a vision provided to one of their members, to bring Tiamat out of the Nine Hells. So they've been searching for something. And with the movement that we saw from Greenest, we think they found the last something that they need. We believe that they are moving north. And the only way they can get north from here would be through Baldur's Gate. Since some of you traveled from further north or from that area, Baldur's Gate is a hub. You cannot get north of the river without going through Baldur's Gate. You cannot get to the ocean from the river without going through Baldur's Gate. It is a massive trade hub. It is where everything transpires. So he says, at this point, I think you know what we know. And we can't promise you anything except long days filled with danger and stress. But what could be better than that? Eh? Would you be willing to help us?
I mean, it leads to more death for the cultists. So, I mean, I'm going to do it regardless. I don't know about the rest of these guys.
I mean, I've been following them for years, so I'm quite interested in this turn of events.
I'm down.
This is the best lead I've had in my quest, so I'll go for it.
I'm still just eating. I don't know why I'm here, but I'm supposed to be. So I'm following the group, I guess. If you want me.
Okay. He says, good. It's going to take another day or so. But if they were heading to Baldur's Gate from Greenest, it's going to take them on land 2 to 3 10 days to get there. If we put you guys on a boat, we can get you there in the next 3 days. That'll get you there ahead of when they should get to Baldur's Gate.
How did you summon us here just now? Who was that you paid?
Leosin kind of looks and goes, there are a few guilds around that are willing to take coin to reach out and grab those who we need. And it's very expensive, but knowing Toral's experience with dragons and the dragon cult in general, we knew we needed to get her here to figure out what she knew.
So how expensive is it?
He kind of puts his hand. He's like, well, if you were to put a dollar amount on the cost of the reagents and the gems, it was in the neighborhood of 4,000 gold.
To transport one person?
Yeah, or is
Yes.
that the whole.
We only do that when we absolutely need to.
Yeah, sure.
I look at Leosin. Wait a second. If we're supposed to get there by boat so we can get ahead of them, why wouldn't they also have taken the boat? Why would they be on land?
Well, it appears that they're trying to move the cache of treasures as well as whatever they found further north. So the only way to do that would be by wagon, because they're going further north than Baldur's Gate.
Gotcha.
I started casting Heal the Weave around the area where we teleported in.
Nice.
So now I realized that was a higher level thing than I thought it was. And now I'm just kind of pissed at them for misusing magic like that, because that seemed like an unnecessary teleport, since our friends are here the same time we're here.
Makes sense. It makes perfect sense. And Leosa just kind of watches you do this and kind of goes, oh boy. Onothar continues with, the plan that we have was we get you guys on a boat. If we can get you to Baldur's Gate, we want to have you infiltrate the caravan. All caravans are always looking for more security. With the amount of treasure they're carrying and with what they're trying to do, it makes the most sense for them to hire people to continue this mission. We can set you up with disguises. I think you need to look completely different than what you do now to make sure that anybody who has seen you, and he kind of looks long and hard at Vander, anybody who has seen you would recognize you.
I'm not changing the way I look. I already look different from the way I used to look.
I'm gonna use some minor conjuration and just create basically the Groucho Marx glasses with the nose and the mustache.
Nice.
And I'll look back up and like, can you give me like contact for your the guild if we do have a need for a teleport and we can raise the funds, it might come in useful.
And Onothar looks at you and goes, little one, if you make this happen for me, I'll pay for your first transport.
Oh,
But can you give me like a
Oh,
name
yes.
or
If you make this happen for us.
okay. What are we doing?
Negotiating so well.
Up until that point.
Can I just turn into an owl and just
Mm-hmm.
be with you guys and just follow that way? That would be my plan.
You look out for me.
I don't think mercenaries are owls.
Well, I'll just be like one of your companions, like a pet.
Mercenaries
For one
have
of you.
companions?
Why not?
I thought they would kill companions.
I mean, I know of mercenaries that have companions when they pay for them.
Would you?
Wait, no, not that kind of
Does-
companion.
yeah. They're long snakes that are kept in the pants.
Is a hawk a little bit more mercenary? I can turn into a hawk.
Mercenary.
So it seems like we're wasting time. What are we doing here?
As well, at dawn, I will have a boat ready on the river. I'm going to horribly mispronounce this. Chinathar, which flows directly from our town to Baldur's Gate. It's going to take me the evening to make sure that everything is ready on that boat for you guys. And interesting. Okay, So, in lieu of that, if you need any new attire or weapons, I can make that happen for you as well this evening. Outside of that, let's continue to talk, eat, and drink. Prepare for the road ahead.
Can I make some kind of just see any way to see if I know if that's accurate that you have to go to Baldur's Gate to cross the river? Like, there's no other
Give me
way.
a history check.
No, it seems odd that there's a big river with no other crossing. It's a dirty 20.
It makes the most accurate sense from the location you're at that Baldur's Gate would be the best route to go. There are other ways across the river, but you're adding months to travel by foot. Like, to Baldur's Gate from Greenest would take about 35 days. If you were to go to the east, you'd have to go down and around the mountains to find a way up, and then you're talking all of a sudden about 60 or 90 days to get there.
But we're trying to get north, though, right? Baldur's Gate isn't our destination.
Baldur's Gate is the crossover to go further north. They don't know where they're going north, but they know that they are going north.
Oh, we think the other group is going to Baldur's Gate on their way north.
Baldur's Gate is essentially the crossroads.
Yeah, they're going to Baldur's Gate to go further north.
Oh, okay, so
And
we're
they want to
going
get you to Baldur's Gate quicker, so that way you can infiltrate as hired hands.
But if we had a way to cross the river where we're at,
You would have no idea where to go. That's the problem. They know that they're going north and they're going to have to go through Baldur's Gate, but they don't know where.
okay. So we're trying to catch up with them at Baldur's Gate so we can follow them, because they may not continue going north.
Correct.
Okay.
So, do we know who exactly we're looking for?
Um,
We're looking for a large group of Dragon Cultists.
I mean, are they going to just be wearing masks? I mean, how are we going to know?
I don't think
We ask them, are you a Dragon Cultist?
people aren't just going to say, "Hi, I'm part of the Call of the
Well,
Dragon."
That was a pretty huge camp that we saw.
And, I mean,
Vander,
It's
how
a
many
large
did you see?
camp.
yeah,
It's going to
I
be
was
hard
gonna say,
to
Josh, you
conceal
saw
that
a
many
fair
people.
number of people.
That was like
in your
over
time
100
being
people?
imprisoned, and the rest of the party, minus Toril, has seen people as well. So, out of character, the suggestion would be that you would be probably looking for people that you have seen. And you're absolutely right. There's a huge number of people, but some of them were very distinctive.
Yeah. Because even if they just looked like common people, that many people traveling together is easy to see.
Are they at least wearing, like, their gang colors?
Yeah, it's going to be pink.
Oh, pink. Okay.
Billy and the Jets.
I mean, it could be confused and people might think they're the Bloods, but alright.
I'm going to see a caravan coming. Let's hold up a sign that says honk if you like Tiamat. I think we got him.
So, as the night continues, Olithar says that he'll look into seeing if he can find some contacts for you for when you get there. So you have a person to talk to on the end as well. He kind of looks over at Eloise and says, "Let's talk. It's been a while." And the conversation starts with you, and Leosin is just, he's looking at you and goes, "I need to talk to you."
Yes.
And I will say, the entire time that you've been sitting down at the table, because this is the DM reminding you, there's been like this growing burning from the pouch where you put the book that was in that box.
Oh, son of a biscuit. Right. All right. While talking to Umthar, I'll grab the book from my pouch and be like, "I'm sorry, old friend. I forgot to tell you about this. Too much wine here. When we gave the eggs to the dragon, part of the gift was this book here. Do you recognize it?"
You're giving it to Othar?
Well, sorry.
Okay.
Well, I would say, do you recognize this?
He goes, "No, but it looks like it has her name on it."
Oh, son of a... Sorry for... And hi, Booze. Toro!
Yes.
So, I no longer have a dragon mark on me, but This might interest you. Almost as much as some eggs.
I excitedly grab said book. What does it look like?
1 second.
Yes.
So when you look at it, do you speak Draconic? I believe you do.
I do.
Okay. The first word says a gift for. It's all consolidated in Draconic, and it has your name written in common. It's a leather-bound book that has strings going around it. The leather itself, as you touch it,
Smells like rich mahogany.
smells like rich mahogany. Smells like straight gasoline. As you touch it, you realize that the leather is just for appearance. You weren't able to pick up on this because you didn't have enough experience with it, but you realize that this is the inner skin of dragonhide.
Oh? What is this book?
This is Dragonhide. I like reverently like am petting it. Do I open it?
It's up to you. Do you open it?
I open it.
In this room with all these people. Well,
Like, I mean, not right in front of
it's
everyone.
fine.
As long as you don't read anything, you're
All right,
fine.
so
Of course I open
as
it.
you open the book, the inside is blue dragon scale. Okay. The first page first appears blank, and as you kind of like you're touching the blue dragon scale, you're like super excited you're touching it. And as you touch the first page, in Draconic script, it begins to appear glowing yellow letters. It says, "Toro, I hear you're on a quest to find more information about dragons. With your help rescuing my babies, write your questions here, and I'll do my best to respond."
Oh my god.
And just as the words appear, they also then disappear.
Okay.
Tara, what was that?
You can do a perception check to see if you can see it.
I mean, like, I'm probably holding it, like,
Well-
I'm not holding it, like,
Give me
open for everyone,
perspective.
but I'm holding it, like, close to
I would
me.
say at this point, I'm trying to, like, peer, like, I'm behind you, kind of, like, looking to see, like, if I'm, like, kind of looming above her almost, would I at least see the blue dragon scale? So that's going to be a 12.
You see a hint of blue.
Okay.
Um,
So you get really excited about calligraphy?
You didn't see the words. Nothing appeared for you.
Oh. That was creepy.
it's exciting. Okay. I don't think I knew. I don't know her name. Okay. Okay, I'll write. Thank you so much. What is your name?
And after about 15 or 20 seconds, you see the words consumed in the same yellowish glow. And the book turns cold for a little bit. It was warmer, now it's cold.
Oh.
And I'm assuming I'm still a bit oblivious, but I would have seen her right.
You would have seen her write, and then you see everything.
I
you
would.
see her trying to write,
I would have
but the
written back
words
in
that-
Draconic.
The
Probably.
words that you're seeing, like, you see the pen or the quill definitely touching the paper, but no ink is transferring.
Alright, I guess I'm oblivious, so I just say, "Oh, what is that, a fancy diary?
I'm not quite sure.
What made you so excited about it?"
Well, I mean, look at it. It's dragon skin, and like I'll like, she can see the scales and everything, right?
Yes.
Like so I'll be like, look, isn't this so amazing?
But-
and like show you like this pretty scale
What-
lining and.
Can I smell it? Just kidding.
You
Sure.
can smell it. Give me.
Then I mean, literally, you'll
give
say that, and I'll be
me
like,
a
ooh, and I'll want to
perception
smell it too.
check.
Just blow in the blood. Just-
I'm just like,
And I'm still looking at you confusedly, being like, "Why would you write on
it
dragon
smells
scale?
of rich mahogany.
Dragon smell mahogany? Can't be that drunk, guys. Toro, are you that drunk?"
Okay.
Do I see her like continuing to smell it?
Yes.
I will press the digitation to change the smell of it.
Interesting. So it does smell like dragon now. What are you
So
doing?
now it
with
smells like pine.
It smells like a pine-covered dragon.
Okay.
So an air freshener.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So Leosin says he needs to talk to you.
Okay.
And Onifel says he needs to talk to you.
Okay.
What are the other three of you doing? The boys in the group.
The boys are back in town. I'm just gonna try to be within earshot so I can kind of know what's going on.
Okay. I can have you give me perception checks at points.
Oh, perfect.
I know, right?
Let's just say they're all sub 5.
Oh, okay. I'll let you know if you ever hear anything besides the clinking of
Perception
glasses.
check.
Jonathan, what are you doing?
I'm still getting a whiff of this dragon skin.
That now smells like pine.
Right. It's leather bound.
I mean, if you are really interested in it, I will very excitedly show you
Okay.
said book.
I'm starting to grow an interest in this book, actually. It's pretty interesting.
Okay. Hold on. Let me see something. Yeah. As you take the book, right? It closes and latches itself shut.
Ooh.
It's a tough
For
read.
my eyes only.
Right? Well, I was more interested in the cover, but it seems like it doesn't want me to read its contents. I might have to have you read this to me. I'm gonna
Okay,
hand it
I'll
back.
be
Story
like,
time
oh.
with Toro.
Oh,
If I
nighttime.
see that, I'm just gonna discreetly do a detect magic ritual.
Go for it.
Good call,
You're
Q.
gonna, it's 10 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just kind of doing my thing, like acting like I'm not paying attention, because most of the time I'm not. But I'm casting a spell.
Okay.
Is that like low key, like spell check?
It's like,
Like,
Yeah, right?
don't mind me.
But like I'm probably too
I mean, by this
aggressive
point,
with
you
my
guys
voice
are
to
used
even
to
like
Horde like doing strange
Stuff,
things, like
right.
It's almost like you're fishing for magic.
And he'll talk to himself too, like you think he's talking to himself when you guys are like, "Hey, Jinsey, da da da," and he's like, "My name's Rubelin." You just hear,
Just gonna put some fog over this situation.
when I take the book back, does it let me
Open back up, yeah.
reopen it?
yeah.
Okay.
Does anyone else wanna
I'll write sorry if I offended. I'm just very excited
And
to
again,
hear from you.
You write it, you see, you both now see, and even now you
It's
see.
because I'm a monk, right?
The pen is definitely writing, but there's no ink going onto the paper. But Toro, you see the ink get consumed in the same glowiness, and the book is still cold.
Oh, okay.
So let's go with you and then you. You're working on detect magic. I'll let you know when that kicks into play. Jonathan, you're just kind of hanging out, drinking, listening. And you're off in the corner talking to Onithar. All right. So, Sex Panther. Hey, it smells like straight gas. 60% of the time, it works 100% of the time. He says, "It's so good to see you," and he reaches into his shirt and he pulls out this
Ew.
pouch. It's a leather pouch. Where's it at? You don't give me the name? Fuck you, book. Great. We're gonna call him Bob for now.
Okay.
You guys.
Fudge you, book.
And
I don't
as he
know if
does
everybody's
this, you
on
see
this
he's
chat
wearing a
either. I have
medallion,
no idea.
and you've seen him wear medallions before.
Okay.
And you finally have a chance to catch it in the firelight, and it instantly rings for you from your background.
Okay.
You've known, but this is kind of like a symbol that he's a Harper's agent,
Okay.
which is starting to make you feel a little kind of interested as to why the Harpers are working with the Gauntlet or the Gauntlet.
Mm-hmm.
You've heard of both. You know the Harpers. You assumed that he's talked about the Harpers, but the Harpers are kind of secretive.
Yeah.
Anyway, he goes, you've done a lot of good for my faction, and I have a mission that I'd like for you to take that goes along with what we're asking you to do. There is a Harper agent. He says Harper like super hot, like a Harper agent. His name is Bob. I'll look up the name if there is one. When you get there, he will be looking for you. If you deliver this to him, there's there's something in it that he needs, and the other part is for you, but you cannot open it until he receives it.
Okay.
Can you do that for me?
In Baldur's Gate.
In Baldur's Gate.
Okay.
We'll call him Bob for now.
Ricardo.
Ricardo. Ricardo Babalino.
Probably.
Ricardo. I'm writing that down. It's now
So RB.
It's now canon.
Ricardo Bababino.
Babalino.
Babalino.
Just call him
He
Baba.
goes by Frank.
Goes by.
And he says, it's so good to see you. I'm glad that you made it out safe, and I think that you're going to be able to help stop Tiamat from coming.
Yes, well,
At this point, we'll say it's been about 10 minutes. There's a lot of interlaced conversation
Yeah,
about
yeah.
what have you seen, what do you know, oh my goodness, that's awesome, dragons this, dragons that.
Yeah.
I was an owl, I was a bear, I was I was this, I was that.
Yeah.
You were a
And,
direwolf
like,
at one point, right?
Crying about the
Yeah, I
not
wish I could've
getting to
seen-
really like examine
like,
the eggs, like,
like-
telling him like how
like, honestly,
sorry I
that
am.
hurts, like it hurts deep.
In my soul,
Right.
my soul is really feeling a missing hole of not getting to like very thoroughly analyze these eggs and like do this and like share with him my information that I would have gathered. Yes.
And really fast, I completely misread what you wrote, Gid's wife. Holy shit.
Oh my god, I'm sitting there still trying to recover from that one. I'm sorry.
Oh man. Okay, anyway. The book is definitely glowing. I'm not sure which class of magic it is, but it's basically a book of message. It's enchanted in such a way that only one user can open and use it. So, like, the text disappearing makes perfect sense for you for message. But there's like the additional enchant
I'll give
that
you another shot.
seems
I know, I was
to
waiting for
be
half
part of
time.
that.
That's like,
It's
I won.
it's not unheard of.
Place
Not that common, but it's not unheard of.
Okay.
Impressive.
Is there anything else in the? What's the range?
It's like 30 feet.
Yeah, 30
There's
feet.
some things like Vander's sword.
Like items we have on
Yeah,
us.
some of the items that you guys have on it, which you would have seen. There's no like hanging amulets that you haven't seen that are, destroying the world. But like this is your first chance casting it around Vander. I have to double check, but I think that on Vander it would just be his sword. Does that sound right, Josh? You
Yep.
cast detect magic. I think that's it. I mean,
Yep.
you do have that kick-ass armor that causes you to shapeshift 45 times a day with no limit of size, right? Just kidding. You just checked. I know you did. But yeah, besides that being the newest thing, you get some glows from healing potions that you know exists. Onathar has some magic on one of his gauntlets. It's what are the schools of magic? Not transmutation.
Abjuration,
Conjuration. It's conjuration magic, because I know that it's different colors and all that stuff. I just don't have it listed in front of me. Leosin's bow is his bow is conjuration as well, and he has a couple of arrows that glow a little bit differently than the rest. And that's really about all that you see in the room. Nothing catches your eye outside of that. There's no like hidden doors or anything like that.
Okay.
Okay. All right. To you, Susanna.
Okay.
Onathar kind of like tapping his chest. Says, I've talked to you a lot in our years of mentoring. Right? Because he mentored you?
Yes.
And our years of mentoring about this beloved part of my life called the Order of the Gauntlet. Have you had time to think about what you could do for the Order of the Gauntlet?
Yes, friend, I have. Like to join. Since Artie's gone, it's the best way I can honor his memory.
Because I am still horribly heartbroken to hear about your husband's loss. And I think that the Order will be another way that I could repay all that you've given me and to help carry you through this dark time. When you get to Baldur's Gate, we're going to call this one Jim.
Jim
This
him?
book is fantastic. Jim will seek you out. I will have one of my scribes send a message to him to be looking for you. You've met Jim. This is a Jim that you know, right? And so kind of...
No, sorry, no, the literal sense, the biblical sense, the what sense?
A literal sense.
Okay.
Not the biblical sense. This may be D&D After Dark, but not yet. We'll get there. So, you know, he will have a mission for you. And he hands you like this small little booklet. And it's called An Introduction to the Order of the Gauntlet. I'll send you a link later.
Okay.
You'll have time to read it, but it won't make anything between now and then. Because this will be amazing, I think, for you, and I think that you'll be an amazing asset to have by our side for the Order. So, Josh, give me 2 perception checks.
Good boy. 18. 5.
All right, so
1.
you heard about the mission for the Harpers, and you heard the mention of the word order, the Order of the Gauntlet from Onathar Flynn, but you're not sure in what context.
Sweet.
All right, so as the evening winds down, Onathar raises his hand and does another bunch of hand motions. At this point, I think that Kobrulin will be intrigued by this, so why don't you go ahead and give me a perception check on the hand motions while I turn the heater down, because I'm dying.
I almost like not knowing who's who in the chat because I have like no idea.
Perception's 21.
Perception's 21. You
Lots of
don't,
spouses.
you don't know what it is.
Yeah, the wife's telling
You can't translate it, right? But this is
Angry
definitely some
one.
kind of sign. To steal completely from Matt Koval, for
So
the frame of
is-
reference, it's like chain sign.
Kid.
Okay.
Kid's wife.
So,
is that, Steven's
but
wife.
he's
Okay.
communicating
And
by hand
was
motions instead of
Full
words.
Yoshi.
Um,
Is that
Joshua.
Could be
Josh's
something
wife,
worth
okay.
learning down the line. It's definitely intriguing to you because it's another form
That
of
blogger
communication.
girl.
Okay.
So, he does some sign, and the
Yeah. Right.
you hear a couple taps on the floor from the wood stick, and a heavily armored guard comes to the door, and Onathar raises his hand and says, "Okay, it is getting late in the evening. You guys have room here if you'd like to sleep. The boat will be down at the docks," and he gives some instructions to the docks, which are only a couple blocks away. If anybody needs new equipment, if you'd like to take a look at some of our disguises that we have, now's the time to do so. I need to call it an evening because he kind of just looks. He goes, "Yeah, she's got 3 little ones. She's got the 4th one on the way, and I've spent the whole day drinking." He looks right at Eloise and goes, "I'm kind of fucked, aren't I?" Not in the good way.
That was about to be. Yeah. You best be going. Send her my love.
Will do. She'll be sad to have missed you, but we'll look to see you again soon. And with that, are there any weapons that you guys would like to try to procure? Any
Would-
accoutrement?
Would these weapons be part of the free disguises?
These would be legitimate weapons that you could replace a weapon you have now, and you can roll to see if it's a common weapon or if it's a better than what you would normally have weapon.
I mean, I'm already wearing my disguise.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm curious.
I'd be interested if there was a crossbow.
Yes, we can make that happen.
What about brass knuckles? Would that be considered an unarmed strike if I had brass knuckles?
The way that I play it, absolutely.
Okay, because I was gonna say that's not really like a formal
Dude,
weapon. That's
I've got
distracting.
these things that I want to give you when you get to the right level that are essential. I told you about them.
Right.
I told you what they are. These will not be that.
Okay, that's all. That's
You need to be a little higher level.
yeah, I just don't take any weaponry until it's
But I'm sure we can procure some brass knuckles because we have quite an armory. And
okay.
he goes, if anybody needs weapons, come with me. We can talk about clothes later. If you want clothes, I can get somebody in here. This is the guard talking, right? We can talk about clothes, and we can get either our master tailor or our master tailoress to get your sizes and fashion the clothing that you need to change. So if anybody wants clothing and no weapons, let me know.
I'm curious to see what weapons you have and maybe some fighting jewelry.
I don't know about the jewelry, but we can take care of the weapons and the armor.
Alright.
All right.
What do you have in the way of heavy armor?
Well, let me get my book and I'll tell you. Somebody talk about the giveaway while I'm pulling a book.
Yeah, once we get to the next giveaway point,
So that would be
There's a
40
giveaway.
viewers.
40 viewers or 40 followers, there
Get
will be
that
a
one.
giveaway. That giveaway will be some cool items that I can't remember.
Well, the first one is a. So if you look down below, for those of you that are watching on computer, I understand that it might not be there for those of you watching on mobile. There's an image that I tweeted out the other day that shows what all people can win. And they're absolutely right. At 40, 60, 80, and 100 followers, we're going to be adding a prize. The base prize is always a starter set, which is the Dungeons & Dragons starter set for 5e. The next additional item is a set of, in my opinion, kick-ass dice that we basically had gifted to us from a dice manufacturer from their limited run. And the next item I will be procuring this weekend, and I'll talk about it on Tuesday. And then we're also going to be having a copy of Art and Arcana, and the big prize is the box set. So I'll be doing a little talk about this on Tuesday on this channel, sometime in the evening. So if you want to see these gifts and learn more, watch us there. But every follow helps. Right now we're at 21, trying to get to 100. I got a lot of reasons for that, but we'll talk about that later. Because there's so much outlasted storyline. Which happy accident? Oh, Gus.
Talking about, yeah.
Got it. Cool. Other campaign. So I have my book. So when it comes to, he takes you guys down a set of circular stairs that are lit by torches. You get down and there are 2 guards and a metal door followed by a wood door. He opens them both with a single key and opens the door, and you are entered into a very well lit armory. There's a couple of gnomes that are down there running around. There's a large table, and you look around, and there are every kind of weapon. There is different kinds of armor. There is ammo. There's darts. There's caltrops. There's rope. There's adventuring gear. There is a glass and silver encrusted case back in the corner that you can see a long list of potions. Most of them look red in color. And so he says, I'll leave you in the hands of Schmiegel and Beagle.
Schmeek. Which of you is Smeagol and which is Beagle?
I'm Schmiegel, he's Beagle. I'm Beagle, he's Schmiegel. They sound exactly alike. It's going to be amazing.
Oh man, these guys need to be fought.
What were they again?
They're goblins.
Okay.
They're not giving us stuff for free, are they? Or are they?
These
It's
some
free.
bitches need to be fought.
Schmiegel looks at you and says, being brought down here, you have the pick of whatever you need, and it is completely free. There are limits on the potions we can give you, based on the fact that this is our only supply for the entire order. But if you see it, we have it, and it's yours. How can we help you? And then that was Schmiegel. So Beagle says, but it is preferred to do a 1-for-1 exchange for weapons if you can. We like to keep our stock constantly here.
Okay.
What do you have in the way
So
of
PS
heavy armor?
I have,
In the way of heavy armor. So in the way of heavy armor, they have everything. They have ringmail, chainmail, splint, and plate.
Ooh. Oh boy.
That's right, folks. Dear followers, we are in a shopping episode.
Bagel.
You picked a great night to watch us shop.
Okay. So,
How much is your plate armor?
Everything is free.
oh, so
Free?
you're
I will
saying
take some plate
one
armor,
is
please.
Josh and others.
So are you giving us your armor in return?
Yes, you will have my chainmail in return.
Okay, I need you to roll a d20.
D20! 9.
Okay, let me see what that does, because this may be cursed.
Uh-oh, that would be my luck.
It probably is your luck. On Wednesdays we wear pink, but it's Friday, folks. All right.
Well, maybe instead of cursed armor, it's pink armor.
It could be pink armor. You never know.
To go with pink dice.
Where can I just view items on the new D&D Beyond? Do you know, Steven?
DB&D.
D&D Beyond.
They changed everything.
Is that their theme song?
That
They
Sam
did
wrote,
make,
yeah.
they did make one.
Oh, did they?
Critical Role did.
There it is.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's really good.
All right.
Oh,
It's really like 80s cheesy goodness.
Yeah, that's can't go wrong with that. Is that on YouTube?
Probably,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm sure.
Okay. So,
Under
Wait.
game rules.
Is there any
Yeah, it's under game rules. You already
yeah, I
found
got it. With your 9, they give you a full set of plate armor, and it fits you.
Oh, all right.
You still have disadvantage on stealth.
Yep.
As you pick it up, you realize this weighs a little bit heavier than you thought. The actual weight would be 85 pounds.
Okay. I will take it.
And you were asking about crossbows.
Yes. A light crossbow would be good.
That's Zoolander, right?
Okay.
let's make sure.
Go ahead and give me a d20 roll. They hold out a light crossbow for you.
Just a straight roll.
Yep.
9.
9. It is a standard light crossbow, and it comes with 20 crossbow bolts.
Okay. I'll take it.
And I'll look at Nene and Big D and say,
Are you talking to your big D? It's okay. It happens.
That never gets old.
yeah, I know, right? And
Always.
I'll just say, well, these have sentimental value to me for one reason or another. What do you have in the way of a rapier and a dagger?
We have both. Give me a d20 for both.
Just a straight?
Mm-hmm.
And you have found the biggest D.
Roll the big D you can.
For the rapier was a 19. For the dagger was a 13.
Okay. The dagger's a standard dagger. So this rapier is the rapier of impotence. No, it's not. As you pull the rapier out of the scabbard a little bit, did I say goblin? They're gnomes. Friggin' gnomes. There's no goblins that do this shit.
That's why I was like,
They're very
Okay.
different.
It's because Lindariel's at my table. There must be goblins somewhere.
I was like, they would have been dead in 2
So
seconds.
as you pull the rapier out of its scabbard, the gnome's eyes get really big. As oh, you got lucky. As it's unsheathed, the sword sheds moonlight, creating bright light in a 15-foot radius and dim light for additional 15 feet. Proficiency with rapier allows you to use your proficiency bonus to the attack roll for any attack you make with it. You receive the moon-touched rapier.
Ooh.
And I assume that you give your items in return.
Yes.
Okay. Did you have anything for the crossbow bolt that you wanted to give up, Steven? Or the crossbow?
I would prefer not to.
Okay.
And I would say they just spent 4,000 gold on BS, so I don't feel like I owe them anything.
That's fair.
What about those brass knuckles? I'll take a free pair if you have that. Then I'll work my way up to
Give me a roll.
bargaining. My big D20. Wait, what kind of is this? A straight roll?
Straight roll.
All right, then I. So it was enhanced a little bit. I got a 2.
Oh no.
You failed your investigation check. Unfortunately, we are out of stock.
I might see if they have like a fancier shield than the one I have.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
That is a 12.
12. Are you giving anything up in return?
I'll give up my existing shield if it's a better shield.
And Josh, what's your roll?
13.
And are you giving up anything?
My shield.
Are we gonna have like a thumb more for the better shield.
That's the way to settle the score. I don't see any other
I
way.
mean, you both rolled over what I needed you to in order to give you something for it. The shields they have in stock are the same shields. The shields I present you with, maybe a different design or different style, but they are just as effective as the shields that you have.
No, don't care then. That's fine.
Anyone else?
Oh, sorry. For the rapier, what's the actual name of the rapier?
Moon touched rapier.
I'm not seeing
Ooh.
moon touched.
I'll add it to your shit.
Okay.
Touching the moon.
Touching the moon.
Can I see if there's any anything particularly interesting in terms of magic items here?
Yeah.
I know there's plus something weapons and.
Mm-hmm. It's all based on luck if you get it though.
Okay.
There's everything has a magical side to it.
Okay. So is that like an investigation or?
Yeah, give me
I
investigation.
could. I'll start with that. Yeah, 11.
All right, Moon Touch Rapier is in your inventory now.
Nice.
Basically, what I told you, you could tell that there are some of these that may have a little bit better blade or a different design on the hilt that maybe has some arcana built into it a little bit. It's pretty much luck of the draw. They'll go and grab some things off the shelf and bring it to you.
It's all weapons. There's no
Oh no, there's other components.
Okay.
There's also there's a pile of scrolls. There's a big wooden chest that just says "Holy shit, man." There's some rings.
Would they have some a spell book? Or if I had a scroll, is that something I could copy in my spell book? Oh, I would browse their scrolls.
As you go to reach for it, they say you can ask for it, and if we have it, we'll produce it.
Okay, I would just go through every spell. Do you have this? Do you have this? Do you have this?
Give me
Or if you just want to do a roll and see
just give me a d20 and I'll tell you what you find.
That
Sorry.
one's a 16 straight roll.
16. Okay.
While Q is doing that, I'll ask, do you happen to have any more armor that's heavier than chainmail?
We have every kind of armor we can think of. Splint's better, plate's better.
What's the difference between splint and plate?
AC.
Yeah. So splint will give you 17 and plate will give you 18. It's strength plus 15. They're both about the same for you. Or you need a strength of 15. Is your strength over 15, Josh?
It is. Wait.
Yeah.
No.
Then you can't wear it. You'll collapse.
Yeah, my strength is only 13.
You could wear chain.
Yeah, that's what I had on.
Yeah.
Oh no, Mr. Bill.
Oh no! I'm still looking for you, Steven.
What's the actual difference between splint versus plate?
Functionally, plate gives you one more to your AC.
Alright, simple as that. No, further
Both
disadvantages.
Both have disadvantage
advantages
on
on
stealth.
stealth.
Both need the strength of 15. Splint's a little bit more mobile.
Okay.
There'll be some other things that may come into play with plate. If you're wearing plate and you fall in water, you're probably going to drown.
Got it. I'll ask for the splint. I'll roll for it.
Okay.
Did you want me to specify a spell?
Yeah.
What level is adequate?
What level can you cast now?
First or second?
Third or less.
Do you have Misty Step?
That we do.
Take it.
You have it. You have the Skull Misty Step.
Okay. And if they want something in return for that, because now that's something I'm more interested in, I can give them back one of my daggers, and I can give them back my all or nothing wand of effervescence.
It's up to you, but all or nothing wand can be pretty powerful if used correctly.
I mean, it's random.
Yeah. No, for the scroll, there's no exchange needed. I mean, they don't
Okay.
give the scroll Missy stuff. They prefer to change like items, so weapon for a weapon, a scroll for a scroll, things like that. So
Okay.
you're okay.
But if I give them something, could I get another
You
scroll?
rolled a 19, so you're gonna get it.
Okay.
So that's good.
I was like, well, if I exchange it, could I get some? Can I get more?
No,
They got more scrolls.
no.
I see them.
Your rolls are determining what number you need to have as your DC in order to
Yeah.
get something magical versus non-magical versus perfect.
Yeah,
So,
that's fine.
all right, and
Are there potions something?
there are potions and things, but you wanted splint armor.
Yes.
Give me a roll.
14.
14, and you're giving up what?
Chainmail.
Chainmail.
Hey,
You get.
Mm-hmm.
Wisps of harmless, odorless smoke rise from your armor while it is worn. The armor is made of narrow vertical strips of metal riveted and backing of leather that is worn over a cloth pattern. Flexible chainmail protects the joints. Nothing special, but it's called smoldering armor splint. So you're constantly smoldering.
all right. I need to actually exchange this plate armor for chain armor.
He
Chainmail?
offers you your chain back. He goes, "We can see if we can find you something better."
That would be fantastic.
All right, but Megan, what is it you were looking for?
Oh, I was just gonna see if anybody wanted scrolls and potions to the group, and see if anyone needed more healing potions or anything.
I mean, I might have some potions for trade.
Yeah, there's healing potions.
There are healing potions.
Are they for trade?
We can give you some healing potions, but anything else we would prefer trade. And Josh, what's your roll for your chain?
18.
18. All right. You receive Elven Chain.
I've not
Elven
seen that
chain.
movie.
Yeah.
Oh.
It basically allows you to wear it even if you're
No,
not proficient.
Like, one of my
Oh,
kids,
cool.
like, you need to watch it.
He goes,
It's still plus
I
one.
mean it. And he
And
goes,
it's a plus one.
anybody want to do
Oh,
that?
sweet.
Oh,
If you can't find it, let me know and I'll drop it into your
yeah, I've
character.
heard that before.
Okay.
So,
Yay.
That makes, yeah, I remember.
And you guys wanted to talk potions, eh?
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah,
please.
healer potions.
Or potions of rest.
Had
Had to
It's
try.
gonna take a little bit more than
That
that.
was being greedy.
I mean, I've got
Can't
up
hurt
to
if
4
I try.
unique potions I could trade. If you got something better.
We do. What potions do you have?
I've got a potion of acid resistance, potion of cold resistance, potion of fire breath, and potion of fire resistance.
We can talk. Let me find these healing potions first. How come it's so hard to... Oh, because I'm looking at armor still. Armor of healing. He says, we can give you 4, 5... We can give you 6 greater healing potions at no cost.
Six as a group or 6 per?
6 as a group.
I mean, that's good. Who wants 2 and everyone else? Everyone gets 1 and then someone gets 2.
Yeah, I'll just take one.
I only need 1. It's fine.
Well, I mean, if no one's asking for that extra one, I'll take it. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I'll say.
I feel like I trust Heloise to be a healer. Seems like it's your...
I'll take the second one if you want, but Vander's the one who collapsed at the cave, so maybe he should get the second one.
That is true.
Yeah, I have healing spells too, so.
Yeah. I don't want to be greedy.
And for your potions,
I'd rather use the big D than my healing.
is there any kind of potion that you're looking for? Like, what are you wanting a potion to do?
I don't know, because they're all situational.
Oh, it's really typical. Just a potion of invincibility for all levels.
Potion of God mode?
Yeah, potion of God mode.
A Potion of Banished Tiamat.
Potion of omnipotence.
Nice.
Pour this ichor out and say, one for my homies, and Tiamat will never be able to return.
Oh, DM, I sent you a Discord chat.
Okay.
Metagame.
Is that true? I'll take a look.
Yeah, there's only an elven chain shirt.
You let me know what kind of potion you're looking for.
I'm looking through potions.
I know.
see if there's
Yeah.
anything.
There's only a few things.
What would we need to trade if we wanted to have a potion of mind reading or mind control for a human?
Well, those two are completely different things.
Well, yes.
Mind reading is a lesser potion. Mind control is a little bit more.
Okay. Let's go with the less expensive one first.
It would probably take a couple of other potions that we would like.
Okay.
Your friend here says that he has, you said 3 or 4, Stephen.
What's that?
How many potions do you have that you're looking to trade? 3 or 4?
Depends on what I get in return. But I have up to 4.
Okay. It would probably take 2 of those potions to get one of those.
2 standard healing potions for it?
We
Or-
just gave you healing. Well, no. We don't deal in trade for healing potions. We make those.
Alright, so non-healing potions. Would you take items that could be used for creating magical things, like if I were to give you, say, and I go into my bag, this box where Toro's book came from, or a diamond that could be ground into a powder for certain potions. Just seeing what we have here.
We could take trade as a diamond. The diamond will get you something.
Okay, I'll give you one of the smaller ones.
Which one of the smaller ones?
Not the one that's 500 gold. Like, I had written in my book just like one small diamond worth 100 gold.
Okay.
Would you have a potion of diminution?
Let me see. Is that DI or DE?
DI. It's rare.
Toro, they have a potion of animal friendship.
Yes.
And what
Yeah, you guys can
could I
talk
trade?
when you're in.
Could I trade 2 potions of resistance?
Yeah.
I will do that.
Okay. I'm still looking for something for you, Josh. I got an idea.
Okay.
And for your 100 gold worth diamond,
Mm-hmm.
I need you to roll me a d20 minus 5.
Okay. 10.
Okay. So, that would get you a potion of giant strength.
Okay.
And you can roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Roll a d6, and I'll tell you which one you're going to get.
4.
Not bad. You get a potion of fire giant strength. So when you drink that, your strength score increases to 25 for 1 hour.
Oh, wow. Fire strength.
Yeah, potion of fire giant strength.
Alright.
Maybe I should see about better armor.
Do you have darts?
We do.
Stock up on those.
What would be like the step up from? I think I just have leather armor. What would be the next
A
step?
step up from
that?
leather would be studded. Can you wear medium armor at all?
Yeah, I can do medium.
Then there's hide, chain, shirt, scale mail, breastplate, and half plate. 2 of those have disadvantage on stealth.
Hide is fine.
Alright, let me
What's
look it
that?
up once I figure out this one for Josh.
Yeah, that's fine.
Heyo, that's me.
Oh, Josh is here?
Yeah.
I am here. I'm actually in your mind.
Are you my conscience?
You can only hear.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Josh, I wanna message you what you're picking up.
Sweet.
This is the one that keeps coming up when I do some searches. You're welcome, sir.
Oh, thank you. So appropriate.
I know, right? He just got the oh, that's a chain shirt though, so that might not work for you.
Let's see what it does.
Take a look. All right, so you want some hide?
Sure.
Alrighty.
What's the difference for that then? Let's
The
see.
hide would be you're wearing leather.
Yeah.
It'd be a 12 plus your dex modifier, but that has a max of 2, so that caps you at 14.
That's a little better. I don't really want to wear anything like too clunky. Yeah, I can do hide. That sounds fun.
All right, roll me a d20, and you're exchanging your leather armor.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I rolled a 15.
Okay.
Metagame question. Megan, what happens like when you transform into an animal and you're wearing armor? Like if you transform to a dire wolf and you're wearing plate armor, is the wolf suddenly wearing a bunch of wolf plate armor? Like,
so
how does that
actually,
work?
I have the decision to have it melt into my form or to make it look like I'm wearing what I was wearing. So like I could make it look like he's got a little pouch and like that type of thing, or I can have it melt in. I think I prefer the melt in. But they were saying the last game that I have a little hairpin that still shows up or something like that.
Because I was just mentally
wanna make that
picturing
canon.
I was picturing like Toril changing into a bear wearing like a hula
And I just
skirt.
now added that one to my
Yeah.
collection, Josh. If you
Yeah, I
want
was
to go
thinking
find
like
it,
the Hulk.
that's why.
Like when he goes from like Banner to like
Yeah.
just go through that transformation.
It can magically. It's pretty much says it gives you the choice of whether you want it to just magically
Absorb
go
it.
into you or I don't know. I prefer to look au naturel in my animal forms. You know what I mean?
It would
Yeah.
be weird if you're like a
A
bear
little
with
more
like
authentic,
a knapsack and all
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
You're like trying to blend in with other bears. You have like a hat on.
Yeah.
It's just like, yep, you're a tourist. You got the fanny pack.
Yeah.
It's like I'm part of the Cubs.
All right, with your search, you get ambush Drake hide armor.
Ooh. That sounds fun.
Were you able to add that, Josh?
Yeah, it would actually lower my AC by 3 and give me the ability to do something that I can already do 5 times per short rest.
Oh, well then fine.
Flexing.
I will continue my search.
Gotta be chainmail. Otherwise, it's gonna drop me.
I got an idea.
Is it really made of drake hide?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm
That's
squealing.
amazing.
I'm like high pitched squealing. Like I'm in the corner and I'm like, yay!
Like mini-me?
Yes. Like exactly like that. I can't find it either if you have a second.
I just
add.
added it. I'll add it. I just added it to my collection. So.
Okie dokie.
You might need to reload.
Yep.
Yep, yep,
No.
yep.
I was really hoping D&D Beyond had some like fancy manacles to replace these cute fuzzy pink ones that Eloise had.
Are you trying to replace your handcuffs?
I wanted to see if there was something with a little bit more reinforcement.
So rather than plastic pink handcuffs, you need metal ones?
I think pink and steel are a very good combination.
They're leopard print.
Leopard adds to the class. Sure.
Man, chain shirts are hard to find stuff for. Or chainmail is hard to find.
It seems to be, yeah.
It's giving me an error.
I'll add it for you.
Oh, thank you.
Alright, so we're going to take a really quick break. About 10 minutes. And when we get done, we'll pick up where we've left off.
Woohoo!
Woo!
Thank you for hanging out for this portion of the shopping episode.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys in just a moment. And welcome back. The shopping episode is over. Hooray, huzzah, and all the good things. Now that we got that all sorted. Welcome back. D&D After Dark is about to begin. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. Alright, so our characters have done their shopping. They are geared up and ready to go. You all find a restful sleep. You awaken early the next morning. Some of you with trouble, some of you without. May have had one too many glasses of wine or whatnot. And need sultry intro music to the second half. I'll work on it. You awaken and you are greeted downstairs. There's a table that has food already on it. Onathar is standing there. And he says, your boat awaits.
Was this the next day?
This is the next
Did we
day.
take a long rest?
Yeah, so you all have a long rest. For those of you that need it.
What a long rest.
And a guy named Gus walks into the bar. Okay. You eat, and he sends one of his guards with you and wishes you the best of luck on your journey to Baldur's Gate, with the instructions again to remind you of infiltrating the caravan and following them to wherever they go. So
just more crunchy mechanics. During the long rest or before or after, could I have both attuned to my wand and taken an hour to scribe my new spell?
you'll be able to scribe along with them.
Okay.
You can attune to the wand, or you can scribe one or the other.
Okay, I'll tune to the line right now.
Okay.
And while we were shopping for armor, for weapons, would we have also gotten disguises if we asked for them previously?
Yes.
Okay.
Disguises would have been issued.
Donned. Okay.
They would have been issued, and not necessarily. Maybe you donned them. Maybe you doffed them. Maybe you shalalalaed them. So that is where we find ourselves, and there is a small boat with two people on it that you are led to, and the guard just kind of nods. The captain nods and welcomes you aboard. As soon as you guys are on board, he asks one of the other person on the deck to untie the ropes, and you guys set off under power of wind down the river towards Baldur's Gate. So, as forever and always, I like to see how the dice rolls work. I need everyone to roll me a d20. One fail, all fail.
13.
8.
20.
And our highest roll is
3, Josh.
Josh,
You're muted.
Josh infected this chair.
I don't know. Got some bad juju on the chair.
Or are you not muted? We just can't hear you.
Oh, I was definitely muted.
Nice.
It was a
We
15.
couldn't hear your one.
15.
Sorry.
All right. So, after you have now scribed that, or you have now attuned or scribed, whichever one you needed to do, you spend the better part of the day going downriver. And in the distance, you see a bridge. The river itself begins to narrow. The captain just kind of looks, and on top of the bridge, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see 2 looming figures, arms crossed, awaiting for you to arrive. As you draw close, you all can make out. These are ogres. On top of the bridge, blocking your passage, is a thatchwork of spikes and wood. One of them calls down to you and says, "Hey! Payment required for passage." Just like that, with the broken voice and everything, because that's how my life is today.
In common or orcish?
In common.
Okay.
And the captain just kind of looks and goes, "I don't fucking know."
Eloise, she perks up because they're orcs. Do any of these orcs have any distinguishing features?
They're not the orcs you are looking for.
Okay. Had to
Because
ask.
judging by the size of your boat and the people we see, 50 gold each.
50 gold.
I don't
each.
have 50 gold.
Then you haven't added the gold that you received earlier to your inventory.
That's extortion. Yeah, we have the gold, but
And they're like, so
Akia,
how
you don't
are
tell.
we stopped yet, or like?
You
how-
are drifting closer and closer, and the captain's like, "We need to do something."
So there's a actual physical blocking, and then they're on top, like
Yeah.
behind it.
And you see one with a basket and a rope start to swing it around and throw it down. "Put the money in the basket." Elsie gets the lotion on the skin again. And we'll raise the gate.
Eloise is going to take a torch with tinder, burn the basket, and give a finger to the orcs and say, "Take it from our cold, dead fingers if we don't kill you first."
Fantastic. With that, everybody roll initiative.
Oh,
Yay.
25 to 20. And I'll tell you why you're rolling initiative in a second. Obvious reasons, but. All right. 15 to 20.
Oh, sorry, no, I got a natural 20, so that's 22 for me.
Nice.
Making up for my bad, whatever that
Woo!
previous roll was.
15 to 20.
Wish I could switch my rolls.
No 15s to 20s. All right. 10 to 15.
Keep it going.
11.
11. All right, 5 to 10.
9.
7.
What'd you roll over there, Kira?
Dose.
Oh shit! I mean, okay.
Oh boy.
All right. So as you lit the basket, you heard a and you see him reach down and throw something. You guys can give me a perception check if you want to see what he's throwing at you.
Yeah.
About how far away are they?
About 30 feet, 30, 40 feet.
Oh, okay.
20.
20? Okay, you can tell.
21.
19.
You can tell. What was it?
21.
21.
16.
Oh, sorry,
Okay,
22.
okay. Josh?
4.
It's like, oops.
Josh, you can see a thing being thrown at you, and you see it moments before it impacts, but all of you can see it coming. Those of you that rolled above a 17 will have advantage on your dexterity save.
Said
As
above
a
17.
rotten corpse is thrown at the deck.
Gross.
Dexterity saves from everyone, please.
Like on a rope or just thrown there?
Thrown.
Oh,
Free
okay.
thrown.
There's a bit.
You said advantage, right?
Yep, you have advantage if you roll above a 17.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. 16.
16.
12.
12.
17.
17.
16.
16. Josh.
6.
Fair for your perception roll. 10 or less. You fail. And you take... That's 5. 7 points of bludgeoning damage as the rotten corpse hits you and then the deck. And then you hear a loud, sickening pop as the body explodes due to all of the awesome gases that are inside of it. And body parts go flying everywhere on the boat, on you, into the water. As it enters the water, you hear a great thrashing from underneath the water. We'll say Toro would recognize this because you were probably looking at the trees, looking at the water, writing in your journal, trying to figure things out. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 3 crocodiles are angrily eating the corpse.
Can we tell what the corpse was? Like whether it was human or...
You can try to give me a medicine check when it's your turn, which is not yet. So now with that, we start initiative.
Can I turn into a crocodile and eat the crocodiles?
What's the max that you can turn into? What's your AC or your CR?
I think crocodile's on there.
I think it is. I was just wondering if you can't go any higher than like a quarter or a half, right?
Yeah. But I think it's on there within the... I know when I've looked
Yeah, I was gonna see
before,
if you
like
could do
for
giant
wild
crocodile.
shape.
But yeah, you can turn into a crocodile. It's a what's it? CR? It's a half. You can do that. So, and then suddenly you see another crocodile on the deck with you.
I'm debating if I want to do that, but it's probably a good idea. I think I need to be in the water. So they're not attacking us. The crocodiles aren't. The crocodiles are just eating.
They're eating the corpses and making their way towards the low edges of the boat.
Okay, so they're playing. Okay, well, all right then.
Like I'm rolling their initiative.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Sorry.
Let me
I
get
should
this.
laugh.
Let me get this crocodile up in here. Right. That or a seahorse, guys. I should probably do the crocodile if we're looking for water creatures.
Yeah. Should be amoeba.
All right. So you wild shape. Can you do anything else, or would you like to do anything else?
Yeah. I'll crocodile wild shape. I think that's just an action, right? Just doing that.
Yeah.
Okay. I will
Well,
do that, and
yeah.
I will walk up.
Wait. Is this combat wild shape? This is the one that always. This is what gets me when it comes to druids.
Hold on.
Is she able to turn and then take an action?
It might be a bonus action to change.
I think it's a bonus action
Yes,
change.
yes, it is a bonus.
So you
action.
still have your action and your movement.
Oh, fabulous. Well, I guess I will go up towards the nearest crocodile and hold on. Let me get familiar with what I can do as a crocodile. Ooh, I can hold my breath for 15 minutes.
That's what she said.
Eh.
Yeah. Ba-da-dum-bum.
That's
So
it.
I can pretty
15
much,
minutes.
Okay, so I'll go up to the first one, and I will try to bite it.
Okay, go for it. Give me an
Is that
attack.
what she said too?
Yeah, well, it's not how it sounded, but that's what you're trying to say.
18.
18 hits.
And, so it's a D10. So that is 10 damage,
Okay.
and the target is grappled.
Unless I escape.
Yes, it's a DC 12. They're restrained, and the crocodile can't bite another target that I have grappled.
Roll a 13.
Well, poop on you.
So that's 10 damage?
Yes.
Okay, good to know. As you enter the water to attack this crocodile, you look, and there's a much larger crocodile directly under your boat.
Okay.
Okay, just so you know. You know this. Nobody else does.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And I slash my head like holding this guy, like trying to make motions to it, but y'all can't understand any of that.
Both of the ogres are going to make javelin throws. I will say, we'll let the dice fall. No, there's 5 of you. I'll just roll a d10. I'll let my dice fall. 'Cause that's fair. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, at Akira and at Quabrudlum, 2 javelins come flying at you.
Kill shot.
The first one, so for Akira, it is a 11.
Oh, I didn't dodge it. Oh yeah, that's a miss.
For Quabrudlum, it is a 8.
That'll miss.
That'll miss. These javelins go flying right by your heads, narrowly missing you by at least a foot, because that's their luck. The crocodile that you were in combat with, Toril, is going to try to attack you
Okay.
with only a 22.
Oh, only a 22. Well, that misses for sure.
And you take 6 damage.
Okay.
The other 2 crocodiles are going to continue their way onto the low edges of the boat. As you 2 were already attacked. Josh and Susanna, you have 2 crocodiles trying to attack you.
Oh.
One, Josh, is a 17.
Miss.
21, Susanna.
Hit.
You take 2 piercing damage. You are now, 5 piercing damage. You have to do a escape to remove from being grappled. So that is, give me a strength save.
16.
All right, you are not grappled. Let me see. So that's 1, 2. Okay, yeah, we're not. We'll see what happens when we get to initiative. Count 20 if we make it there. All right, Vander, you're up.
I would go to whatever one is closest in attack.
All right, there's a crocodile on you.
Okay, then I would swing at him.
All right, go for it.
That is a 19 to hit.
19 to hit. That does hit.
Ooh, that's a good one. That is a 5, 13 damage.
13. Noted. It does not look too healthy. Anything else?
No.
All right. We are now to Brudlum.
The one that threw a javelin at me?
Yes.
How far away is that?
About
feet?
30-ish.
Okay, and nothing else has happened with him?
No.
Then I'm going to pull out my new wand, point it at him, and tell him to flee.
Okay, what's the DC on it?
Wisdom save 15.
How's it gotta be wisdom? Fail.
Okay, he has to take his next action to dash away.
Okay. All right. Eloise,
How far are the orcs away from us?
30 feet or so.
They're ogres, right?
Or sorry, thank you.
Yeah, ogres.
Ogres. Towards one ogre, I'm ignoring the crocs. I could give a damn about them. I'm looking at one of the ogres. I can't talk. And I'm going to cast Compel Duel.
Okay, and what does that do?
Wisdom saving throw 13.
Pass. I rolled a 19. And my wisdom is minus, but not that much.
Alright, so since that did not work, as a bonus action, I'm going to sorry, I literally just had this. I wasn't expecting to have to do this. As a bonus action, I'm going to find vulnerabilities on one of the ogres. See if I see.
Vulnerabilities. None.
What?
Because it looks for vulnerability, right? It doesn't have it. It's not vulnerable to anything.
It's invincible.
It's invincible.
I have no weakness.
Okay.
Shut yours.
All right. Akira.
Alright. I'm going to return serve at the javelin thrower who threw that the javelin at me. I'm going to shoot him with the firebolt.
Okay.
That is 12.
12 against the ogre.
Yeah.
Barely hits.
8 damage.
8 damage. Noted.
No, it was in striking range, right?
Yeah. Anything else?
That is it. Yeah, that's it.
All right. Two. There. Okay. Back to the top of the order. Toral. Crocodile form. What are you going to do?
Oh, sorry. Chat was crazy. I'm just gonna keep munching on the guy that's in my mouth.
Whoa!
Personal foul. Roughing on the offense.
15-yard penalty.
Stand the flags.
All right. Go ahead.
Crazy.
What else do you do?
Y'all have really dirty minds. Oh gosh. Okay.
Welcome into our subconsciousness.
22.
22 is a hit. By the way, since nobody else has checked, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have earned, thank you, chat, 2 more dissonant whispers. So you guys have a total of 4. Here you go. We're at 28:45.
I think Angry Man for it.
Thank you, chat, for being crazy. We love you. All right. So what are you doing to this guy you already have in your mouth?
I'm doing 12 piercing damage.
12 piercing damage. Okay, that actually
I'm
is.
munching him real good. And again,
That is interesting how that has happened. Okay,
is he going to be grappled?
he's going to be dead.
Well, good.
And as the crocodile dies,
He does
Give
that
me
like
a
squirmy thing,
yeah.
like he's trying to
you've
like.
got him in a death roll.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah.
Give me a perception check.
Okay. That is a 21.
With almost unnatural-like movement, the large crocodile whips its head and looks directly at you.
Oh, did I kill its baby?
Would you say it whipped its head back and forth?
It whips its head back and forth. Holy shit. Okay.
Was I not supposed to kill it?
No, you're fine. In fact, it's so pissed off that it's going to come after you.
Okay.
And so you have a giant crocodile coming in here.
Okay.
With your perception check, it was high enough. You see a collar around the back part of the neck, going over the front legs of the giant crocodile.
Okay.
That is bearing a symbol that looks similar to the symbol that you kind of saw on the ogres before you bamfed to a crocodile
Okay.
on their chest.
Okay. So they are controlling or owning this guy.
So it's coming at you with
That's one
a
way to say it.
well, that's a really low roll, but it turns into a 16.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so you are going to take, let's be fair, 3, 7, 9 plus 5 is 14 damage.
Okay, so I turn back into myself.
Okay. It's going to use its other attack.
Oh. Okay.
And since I didn't do it the first time, it's going to spend its other attack to try to grapple you. So give me a strength save.
Oh no. Six.
Okay, so just so everybody is aware, you have a party member who went into the water. You do not know that she is no longer a crocodile. What is your constitution? As you are underwater being grappled.
Uh-huh. 14.
14. Okay.
Wow.
What's your modifier? Right.
But +2.
+2?
Yeah.
You have about 2 minutes, so a fair amount of rounds to get out of the water or else you're going to start grounding.
Okie dokie.
Okay. All right. So, you guys just felt a massive thrashing underneath. Oh, Jesus Christ, chat. That is that one's move. Now the crocodiles get to go. Nope. No, the ogres. Reaching into. So the one that you feared is going to try to run away. It's going to run its distance, which is.
It's supposed to dash.
It's dashing, so it's going to run 80 feet away. And that's its entire turn, right?
Yes.
The other one watching his buddy fly away is going to reach down below the edge. He's going to pull up another javelin, and he's going to throw it at the center of the ship. Again at you, Jonathan.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
thought you said center of the ship. It just was
Yeah.
no person in particular.
That one is with a total of 23. That barely hits, right? It's a nick.
No, yeah, that's like
It's a nick and a tuck.
grazed me barely.
Okay. So you take 2
Damage.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage as the javelin strikes you in the chest.
Yeah, it's not a grazing shot.
Now the crocodiles get to go. We have one on Vander and one on Susanna, correct?
11,
So-
right?
Yeah. So against Susanna, that is a. It's only a 13. Against, so that doesn't hit.
Nope.
Against Josh, it is even less. It is a 9.
Definitely
Crocodiles
miss.
are fantastically worthless. Now Vander gets to go.
Vander is going to attack whatever is near him.
There's a crocodile nipping at your Achilles heel.
I will smack him with my sword.
Go for it.
A 15.
15 hits.
8 damage.
You slice its mouth right off the front of its face. There is now a gaping, round, fleshy hole in front of you.
Woo woo.
You know what to do.
You know what to do. We'll see you in about 5 minutes. All right. Anything else? Do you have movement? Or are you good?
I'm done.
All right. The one that's on that one missed. So then we are to Kobrudlum.
I'll toll the dead the other ogre.
That's a whiz save.
We'll say 14.
Okay. Rolled an 18. Hold on. Yeah, it still passes.
Okay, that's it then.
Okay. Eloise.
So I have a croc right next to me.
You have a croc right next to you.
Alright, I'm profoundly annoyed at the croc because it's preventing me from getting at the orcs. So I'm gonna go whip in. I no longer have Nene, so I don't know what to call her. It's so sad.
Oh God, give me 30 seconds. I'll have it on for you.
Can I just call her she said?
You could do that for now.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna have a better name.
Alright. Whip 20.
Okay, its new name is Tantus.
Why Tantus?
This is D&D After Dark, right? I'll let everybody at home Google Tantus.
Oh god.
It just sounds like.
It's a manufacturer of a certain kind of product that may also glow in the dark.
Ah.
I'm
Alright.
sure if that's
Wonderful.
Tantus.
Anyways, Whip got a 9.
Whip got a 9. That's on the croc. That's a miss.
Be careful with your Tantus.
No. Like, I rolled a 20
Okay.
and then my damage was a 9.
Okay, on the one that's on you.
Yes.
All right.
And then the big T, Tanty, or whatever that.
Tantus.
Tantus.
Wait, Tantus?
You can call it the big T.
Say Tantus or Tantus?
Tantus.
Alright, the big T, taint, whatever, is an...
Jesus Christ. You're calling it the taint?
The
Even-
taint!
That's why I wasn't sure. I was like, is this
Jesus.
Tantus?
Okay.
Alright, fine.
No. What do you do with your taint?
Oh.
Taint's got a 19.
19's a hit.
Alright.
Oh,
It's supposed to be subtle. Subtle, guys.
What's so?
heavy-handed.
Taint's got an 11.
okay. With your taint, you destroy the croc.
Look out, it's a taint attack.
All right. We need to come up with some better names.
Make a name.
Akira.
Get into trouble. Okay. That ogre is still in range.
There's one still in range, yes.
Okay. I'm going to once again use my fireball attack on him.
Okay. I will say that now that the other two crocodiles have died, we'll get to it.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a round of struggle first.
15.
15 against the ogre.
Yes.
That is a hit.
8 damage.
All right. Oh, chat. I love you. Okay. Anything else, Jonathan?
No.
Anything else?
No, I'm good. Yeah.
Okay. Toro, as you are beginning to struggle because you're realizing you're grappled, you feel that the giant crocodile releases you and starts to swim, leaving your area, so you're going to get an attack opportunity before your turn.
Okay.
Towards the side of the boat as two more of his children has fallen.
Okay. Okay. So just a regular attack of opportunity. Okay. Let me. You know what? Sorry.
Sponsors are sponsors. True. I believe you have another combat wall chip if you wanted to use it, but
Oh yeah,
So you have your
I
attack
do,
first.
but I thought I didn't know if I could action do that and then also attack.
no, you would have to do your action in
That's what I
itself first.
that's what I was
because it
thinking.
would be a reaction.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I will do ice knife on
Oh,
it.
interesting. Okay. Go for it. I'll give you advantage on your ice knife
Okay.
because you're underwater.
Okay.
Now we're just
That is a. Sorry, I feel like I never do my normal spells. I just turn to an. That is 19.
19 does hit.
Yeah. Okay. And it is. Oops. What? What did it do? I hit things. I think it's. What did I do? I clicked a button. I messed everything up. Okay. I think it was a D6. Plus 2.
That sounds about right for an ice knife, right? D6?
Ice knife?
No, I think it's higher.
Sorry, I did something and my full screen went away.
Was that
There we
first
go.
level?
It's
Yeah, I was gonna do this first level.
It is
Minus 1d10 damage for the first hit, and then 2d6 on the explosion.
on the failure.
Oh, okay, that's what I was
So
thinking.
you
maybe
do
it's
1d10.
Okay, sorry. That was a 7.
Okay. And then I do a dex save.
I'll get back to this.
It's your 13.
Okay.
It rolled exactly a 13, so let's see. We don't need that one anymore, that is away. No, it fails.
Okay,
By 1.
so then I do the D6. 5.
For 2d6s?
I think it's just. Oh, sorry.
We got the
Yes,
chat has
yes,
heard you guys
8.
another dissonant whisper, by the way.
It's one to be proud
That's
of.
8.
8 damage? Noted.
So you know, this thing incognito searches could talk.
Okay. Now you have your action, your bonus action, you have your turn.
Okay, so now it's my turn. I am going to turn to a giant toad.
Okay.
Excellent choice.
Thank you. It actually has a surprisingly large number of hit points, which is why I chose it. And
Yeah,
it can
the
also.
crocodiles
It
only
does?
have like
Yeah, the crocodile's
16 hit
only.
points.
Yeah, they're
Giant toad has
19.
something like 40 something,
39,
39.
which is
What?
more than a direwolf.
Yes.
Also, just to clarify, the other crocodiles, there's other. I know there's the giant one. Are there
As
still
far
more?
as you knew, there were 2 more that went up on the boat. You don't know what happened to them.
Okay. But can I just ask for clarification? Are they the same size that I was,
Yes.
or were they smaller?
They were the same
You
size.
can make them a medium one if you want, because then I can do cool things.
Well, the ones that were in
They're
the
all
water,
dead?
they're all
Okay.
dead. But you don't know that. They were about the same size.
Because as a giant toad, I can swallow things that are
Nice.
smaller than me, and
Nice.
they get
Whoa.
acid damage inside my stomach, which kind of sounds really cool. So,
Ooh.
you know,
Yeah,
swallow.
unfortunately, the crocodile.
Have
yes.
at that, chat.
I
I can swallow
He's still in that
things.
chat room.
Yes. Double entendres, go.
Fun one. Okay, so Well, I guess I will probably stupidly follow after the one, the big guy.
Yeah.
So I'll swim. Are you having fun with Swallow?
They are.
Good.
All right, go ahead.
My phone's dying, so I can't join in, but I'm supporting you fully.
What kind of phone do you have?
Oh, an iPhone.
Oh, can't help it.
Sorry. So I will take a big bite out of him again.
To be fair to her.
Her. Okay. Well. All right. We'll swing that way today.
It is International Women's Day.
I'm here for the support. So that is a 22 to hit.
22 hits.
Yes. And I'll do. And that is okay. Ooh,
So where's my
ooh.
flag at?
Oh,
Yeah.
this is fun. I need to be a toad more often.
I'm gonna tuck this away for next time.
So that is 10 piercing
keep it out.
damage.
I
Okay.
feel like actually it should be my red flag in case somebody goes over.
Plus 5 poison damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then they are grappled for a 13 DC escape.
It passes.
Okay.
Damn, it's not looking good at all. You did a fair amount of
I
damage.
really wish I could swallow it because it'd be really fun.
Okay. What? All right. So now it gets to go. It is going to, feeling rather threatened and vulnerable. It's going to lash out with its muzzle. No, it's going to try to tail attack you. 19.
Me?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I think that, yeah. The armor class is really low, but.
All right. You take 14 damage,
Okay.
and you need to succeed on a strength saving throw to not be kicked up out of the water.
$16.
Jesus Christ, chat. 16, you succeed. You exactly succeed. You feel that it starts to lift you, but you are not kicked out. Okay. Now the ogre. So at the end of its fear round, it can come back if it chooses to. Steven, are you fear?
It only lasts one round.
Okay. So that ogre is going to start dashing back, so that's going to take all of its actions. The other ogre is going to start holding a morning star, and it's going to jump off the bridge onto the bow of the boat, trying to tackle Jonathan as an action. No, it lands next to you, but doesn't fall prone.
Just flops.
So you now have an ogre right next to you, and that's its turn because it was going to try to grapple and miss.
Do I have an opportunity of attack since he just like flopped right in front of me?
Not unless you have a reaction to something like that, which you don't.
Cut out. Yeah. Just figured since he was.
Flop.
Crossed it. Vander, you're up.
Okay.
I will attack whatever is closest.
There is a giant ogre that just landed on the boat right behind you.
9 to attack.
You swing and you miss.
That's all I got.
All right. Kobrudlum.
If the ogre came back, I will tell it to flee again.
That's a whiz.
With 15.
It passes.
Oh, okay. Then that's it.
All right. Eloise.
What's closest to me?
There's an ogre.
Excellent. Let's go whipping big taint. I don't know. Never. Whip is 18.
18 hits.
10.
10 damage. Noted.
Big T is 18.
Hits.
10 damage.
Noted. Starting to look a little rough. I misspoke earlier. I said Morningstar. It's a great club. That's even worse. All right. Akira.
Alright, since he's close by, I'm gonna do an unarmed strike on the crocodile.
Okay.
That's a gap roll. 13.
13 hits.
That's 3. 5.
5 damage noted.
Sure. And I'm using my bonus attack since it's an unarmed strike. Again. 9.
9 misses. You swing wide.
Alright, that was it.
Okay.
I kind of love that I'm this giant toad and y'all don't even know it, and I'm gonna jump up on like the ship and you guys are gonna
you're
be
up.
like, oh god. Okay, I guess I'm just going to bite him again.
Go for it.
Do toads bite?
They're kinda
Giant
gone.
toads do. I mean, it's pretty healthy amount of damage and poison. It is a 15.
15 damage?
Yeah, to hit. Sorry.
Oh, 15 to hit?
Yeah.
Wow.
You hit.
Oh, good. So that is 7 piercing damage
Okay.
and 6 poison damage.
All right. So
And he can try to escape my grapple again.
as you bite into
Oh.
the giant croc,
Oh, good.
you feel the flesh give way as you rip its neck open. The water around you becomes a thick black ichor of blood and gore. So you are blinded
Okay.
in the space. But
Okay.
it is definitely no longer a threat.
Okay. Can I like try to just like leap up and jump onto the?
You have plenty of movement. You can definitely do that.
Yeah.
Because you were blinded,
Okay.
I need a perception check
Okay.
for you as a toad.
As a toad. What am I as a toad?
Wow.
That is a 21.
21. You definitely
I know where I'm at.
You know the direction of up.
Yeah. And I can do a long jump of 20 feet and a high jump of 10 feet.
You can jump back onto the boat.
So you see this like toad covered in like bloody ichor. Just like
So yeah,
jump onto the
but
boat.
let's play it fair. She's jumping onto a not so large boat. So I need all of you, including the ogre that's on the boat, to do a dexterity save.
17.
16.
21.
9.
Well, it's
Oh wait,
fair.
you said dex.
Dex save.
I'm sorry, 12.
Still, you need a 13. So it's fair that it's both you and the ogre, because you guys are in combat with each other, that she lands directly on top of. So as a giant
yay.
creature, roll 1d10, and that's the amount of
Wait,
damage.
the toad?
Do 1d10, and that's the amount of damage that we both take.
Sorry, I didn't mean to like.
9.
Jesus.
Sorry.
And you are knocked prone and pinned underneath the giant toad, next to a damn near dead ogre.
Oh,
A giant toad is sitting on you.
right.
It's like, and I'm like kind of like dripping like blood and everything on
Right,
me
from
too.
your-
So
Oh god.
like water.
But
like,
she has her hairpin.
Yeah.
All right.
maybe
So
you
we
might see my hairpin.
What,
maybe
does that
know
merge
it's
back into
you.
or does it?
Well, it's been said that the hairpin is the only thing that shows.
Right.
An owl hairpin. So there's
there's-
like a little one by like where frogs don't really
there's like
have ears,
2 or
but
3
they
little
have that
hairs
little.
on the top
Yeah.
of the toad, and there's like this big hairpin.
Little
Toads have hair.
It's small.
It's little tiny top.
It's a
I'm
little
not sure if I can
tiny
see
little
that
thing.
from being.
Oh, that's right. You're a giant toad, so
crushed
it will be
to
there.
be-
Yeah,
You're
it
right.
would be. It's a little small, little.
Now
all
I'm
right.
thinking of a toad that looks like it belonged to Peanuts. The
So I'm
big-
gonna let this ogre try to
Look like the animation.
shrink your giant, right? Or your large giant.
I'm a
Alright.
large size, but I'm a giant toad. Yes.
It's able to move you off
Okay.
and stand up,
Okay.
and it's going to take a swing at you because it's never seen a giant toad.
Cool. Would he
Um,
be considered a medium creature that I could swallow?
He's also a large giant.
Dang it.
That is a 12 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just it's 11.
You take 13 damage as the great club smacks.
Okay.
The other ogre is now going to jump onto the boat as well,
Oh, there's still two.
and it
Doing
actually
all
it's going
this
to make a
underwater
javelin
stuff.
attack,
I don't know what's going on up here.
Okay.
and then it's going to jump. So the javelin attack is a 24.
That's gonna hit.
So you're going to take 11 damage.
That's
Has it-
interesting.
Pierces into you, and then it's going to jump onto the boat, and all of you are now in close combat.
Mm.
Now, Vander, you're up.
I will attack. With an 18.
18 hits.
12 damage.
12 damage. Which one are you attacking?
Whatever is closest to me.
They're equidistant, small boat.
Alright, the biggest of them.
The one that just jumped on or the one that just stood up?
Stood up.
All right, so as you bring your sword down, where you guys would normally see a spray of blood as the sword cleaves back into the neck and cutting down into the spine of this ogre, the blood is there, but the spray is not. It seems to coalesce around the sword, and it soaks in. And Josh, in your mind, you hear more,
Oh.
Yep.
and that ogre falls to the ground, and that damn near cleaved off. Brudlum.
I'll toll the dead on the other ogre.
Okay. That's a 13. So Pat, fail.
Has it taken any damage yet?
No, this one does not obtain any damage.
Now has 2 necrotic damage.
Noted. All right. I'm really quickly going to hop over to editor. And how many distant whispers do you guys have now on the table?
5.
5.
5? Oh. Oh, that's right. Because the follower too, right?
Yeah, we got one early because of the follower. Do we have another follower that I missed?
Oh yeah, we got lots of.
We've got 150,000 dozen followers.
Doesn't. Oh, yeah. I don't know why that just got me excited for like croissants or rolls.
Oh
or
yeah,
something.
like anytime I say baker,
You say baker doesn't,
food.
it's like you just picture like
Oh,
a
right.
Like the fresher.
Eloise.
Alright. Other ogre is within combat. I mean, distance.
You're all within
Alright.
15, 20 feet.
I'm going to use whip on that ogre. And if that succeeds, I'm going to use divine smite as part of it too.
Okay.
That would be a natural 20.
That's definitely a hit.
Alright. That's a 12.
12. Okay. You doubled your dice, right?
Then that would be 24.
Okay.
And if it's not dead, I'm going to divine smite since that was a hit. 2d8, and that's going to add 13 damage.
All right. Anything else?
I would love to do more, but what I said, but I can't do any more.
All right, Kira.
I am going to use unarmed strike again on the. Well, no, you're talking about I'm prone, right? Okay, so
You need to do strength to get out from underneath. You're able to get out from underneath and stand up.
Okay, is that my whole action? Alright. I'm gonna use unarmed strike again on the
Did you crawl out from under me?
I use strength check to escape.
She smacks you with her tongue and you fly off the boat.
A tongue attack would be cool.
Yeah. Just gonna, so unarmed strike. I'm gonna use my unarmed strike on. It's like a landmine trying to avoid these.
Just embrace it, Jonathan.
I know.
We're at that point.
I rolled 11.
11. You barely hit. Like you came in like it was gonna be a love tap, and he just kind of went just a little flick of the wrist a little bit more.
Perfect. That's 7 damage.
Noted.
Do I get my? Can I still use my bonus unarmed strike?
Yeah, I consumed that when you stood up, so you still have an attack.
Okay, I figured. Fair.
All right, back to the top of the order. Totoro.
Ooh, Totoro. Okay, so there are 2 ogres, yes?
One left.
One ogre left. Okay. Well, I guess I'll just bite him then.
Go for it.
No, I won't bite him. That's an 8.
No. Close, but no. You kind of go, but you just miss.
Okay.
All right, it's now the ogre's turn. He came here for Quabrudlum. He shall go for him still. Well, no. You haven't really done that much damage to him. So he's going to pivot and look directly at
I did
Eloise.
all of 2 damage.
Right. Eloise, great club. That would be a 23.
Perhaps.
13 damage, please.
No, thank you.
And it's going to try to strong arm grapple you. So I need a strength save.
$22.
You're able to fend off his meaty arms as he tries to embrace you in a struggle snuggle.
Struggle snuggle.
Yep.
Never heard that.
Vander.
You should trademark that.
I can't. Somebody else already has.
Oh, how sad.
Vander, you're up.
I will attack whatever's nearby.
There's an ogre and a giant toad.
Ogre.
Okay.
21 to hit.
21 hits.
12 damage.
Noted. He is not looking good at all. As we go on to Quabrudlum.
Toll the Dead.
Toll the Dead. Wisdom save. Double your damage, sir.
Double it on D12s. $12 damage.
Jesus Christ. Alright, so you guys hear the all too common dong reverberating through the air. And you see this ogre who just reached out for you just start to freeze and roll its head back and shiver, and you see the blood pouring out of its ears and nose, and he grabs his head and he collapses to the deck of the ship. You are no longer in initiative. However, your boat has drifted rather close to some very menacing looking spikes, barbs, and everything else. And the captain is losing his shit trying not to get this boat hit. What would you like to do?
Just let it crash.
You have 5 feet.
But it's crashed.
Can I try to jump into the front and kind of like,
You're going to wedge yourself between the boat and the spikes?
well, in a non-hurt me way?
Would it be
You can
possible?
certainly try.
So are
Okay,
the spikes
so-
in the water
don't
right
try.
now?
No, the spikes are part of this device that is blocking your way through, and because of the current, the sail has been furled, so it is down. But you're drifting at a good pace. You've got about 5 feet left, and you're going to impact these spikes.
So like the spikes are pointing this way, right? So like I can't like
yeah, they're pointing
I would
out,
hurt
up,
myself.
Down. You
Oh,
would-
okay.
Are the spikes all a single object?
No. Okay.
Like, would it be possible? I don't know the mechanics of this. Like, if I were to take my whip, go across one of the spikes, could we somehow steer the ship if I get the whip across the spike so the
You can certainly
Was there
try.
like a
Can I double
lever
that?
or mechanism they were going to use to open it if we paid them?
Perhaps. Not that you can see from your
Can't
bed.
see from here.
Could I compound Heloise's effort with my water whip to try and like
You
assist
can
in the steering?
certainly try. That will lower the DC a little.
I'll
Double
summon,
whip.
I'll summon Raymond
Yeah.
up above where they were to
Okay.
look around and see.
Wait.
there
If
is a
we're trying
mechanism
this,
like
why
that.
don't we use
Perception check.
the dissonant whisper to, let's call it.
Excellent point.
12.
That's right.
12. There is a swing lever at the top that looks like it's attached to the gate. We'll swing it open.
Okay. Mage hand.
Okay, what's the weight limit on Mage Hand?
10 pounds, I think.
It tries. It's not enough.
Okay. There's a lever up there. If we have more weight, we can just open it. If someone wants to just walk up there.
How far is the lever?
He tells you that Raymond saw it. It's on the top to the right-hand side from where you are. It's about 40 feet away.
Of course, it's 40 feet.
Oh, we could do that.
Um, but did we already call what we were going to be doing? I just thought of that.
I know. Also our predator.
We already called. We were calling with the dissonant whisper that we're going to try to
You
steer the
haven't done
ship.
it yet.
Okay.
I mean I could get up there as a toad.
Why don't you try to
Okay.
do that?
She
And
can't can you understand common?
I think I can understand, I just can't communicate.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
what actions would you like to take?
Okay. Cause I think, cause I can swim, my speed is swim 40 feet, like land 20 feet.
You could. What's
So-
your vertical jump?
My vertical jump, I think it was, 10.
You can make it on top of the bridge.
Okay. So I'm thinking jump on top of the bridge and then I don't think I could, as a toad, push the lever.
Well, you can certainly try.
Okay, I'll try as a toad to push the lever.
All right, give me.
Actually, I might have a. You know what? I have more strength as a toad than as me. If it's a strength check.
Give me a dex save to make sure that you land on the bridge.
Okay.
if you're doing that, why don't?
You would have no idea what she was doing.
Well, if we see her hopping up, we might be able to
I got
take
21.
a decent guess.
What was it?
21.
Okay. Now give me a strength check.
Okay. That was a natural 20.
All right. So you see
So I
this
do.
giant toad leap up. The boat sinks down underneath the pressure of this springiness in its legs.
Yay.
It leaps up with a loud, sickening, wet thud on top of the stone bridge. You hear a hop, hop.
Can I use my tongue to pull it?
Oh, sweet. And then
Resourceful.
you hear some really weird, wet sound. I'll
Like
say
rap,
I'll say this
you
word
know?
because it will get everybody going. This moist sound
Oh my.
that just wraps
It
around.
like wraps around and like
Wraps
falls.
around.
Oh God, moist is one of
This-
those words.
wraps around it and yanks, and the gate opens slowly. Who wants to be at the front of the boat to try to make sure that you guys don't hit any of the spikes?
Me?
Okay, I need a dexterity save.
14.
Okay, you're able to put your hand out and kind of move with your weight the boat and the spikes and help push the door so you feel the door open even faster. However, I now need a Constitution save.
11.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Josh, I was about to say Constitution. Isn't it Whisper?
Well, that's a lot of rolls.
Oh,
You
no.
take 22 poison damage as your hands touch the spikes to
That's
push
not-
it out of the way. And you are now poisoned.
Poison.
You might need to look that one
Never
up.
trust a big butt.
I wanted to sing like,
Oh, that's what
Anything
we're
that
thinking,
was
right?
happening
No,
right now,
no,
I would
no.
be
I wasn't sure.
but I wanted to say like, those stakes.
So with that,
Oh.
as you go underneath the bridge, we are going to end this tale for the evening.
Yeah.
You guys are about halfway there to
Okay.
Baldur's Gate. You have about another day's worth of travel on the river, give or take. We will pick up with you guys being near Baldur's Gate, so you guys will have the advantage of a long rest between now and then.
Y'all like gonna wonder if it's me as the toad? You probably know.
They see that as the hairpin.
Why is this toad helping us?
Yeah.
What is this toad doing? But I do want to thank all of our viewers in chat. You guys pressure me to do more than PG-13, and I think you got that tonight. So you
Just
know,
barely.
barely. It is what it is. We do what we can.
Just a little outro music.
He's,
Yeah,
he's still into
don't
the
play it
poison.
because it's going to mute us. It's going to mute us.
Okay.
TOS. But anyway, we look forward to seeing you guys next week as I get the opportunity to be your host and your dungeon master as we continue the tale of Harlequin's Requital, as they will be getting ready to enter Baldur's Gate to figure out how they can infiltrate a shipment of stolen goods. So,
You know we love you.
so hang tight. We'll see you guys next week. I'm going to launch a raid as soon as we're done. It's a pleasure seeing you all.
Peace out.